Good evening, geeky people. Welcome to Geeky Weekly Show. At the moment, it's just me and Terry. We're talking about Star Trek. Terry has done a fantastic set of videos about Star Trek books. I think he's probably the top YouTuber about Star Trek books.
I don't know about that.
And we were just talking about James Blish, who was I didn't realize, but Terry tells me he did some significant adaptations of Star Trek novels, as did his wife.
Yeah, J.A. Lawrence, her name was.
Yeah.
She as far as the writing was concerned, because as I was saying to you back there, she wrote. They wrote them from the original script or the draft of the original script of the series, and that is why they were so short. Because I mean, most of them, there was only 12 books. I mean, there were 79 episodes. There was only 12 books, so therefore most of the stories that were in them, but there was like 5 or 6 stories in each book, and it was only like 30 pages long. So it probably got into the story straight away. Well, I know it did because I've read them, but mind you, it's a while since I've read them, and the amount of printings there've been of those, because I think I've got a couple of original printings, but majority of them are like the 15th print or the 18th,
Wow.
19th print.
Really popular.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's so many, because I mean, Bantam Books was original, but they've done so many other companies have like reprinted them as well, with different covers.
Yeah,
and they say there's some really nice covers about. And again, I haven't looked into it completely because I mean the video wasn't supposed to be about that, but I would assume there's lots of sought after covers, probably by different artists. If other books or anything to go by, and say comics and stuff and that sort of stuff. So where's everybody gone?
I don't know where our cohorts are. I haven't heard from any of them. Darren's probably only recently out of his operation, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think he had his. Did he have his op on the 8th?
Yeah, I think so.
The
date was moved, wasn't it?
He's probably not recovered. I mean, Bill Field is completely unreliable at any time. So,
and we got nobody in the comments, have we? No,
nobody in the comments. We might have a short show tonight. Then, by the looks of it, Terry.
Yeah.
Kyle occasionally appears if he's feeling up to it. So it might be just you and me for a few minutes tonight, Carl. So it's Kyle. I just called you Kyle.
Yeah, I know.
That's not good news, Terry.
No, thanks. No, I'm not as much of a poet as him. That's a poet with a small p.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Marshall. First in the comments, hello. There's somebody watching us. Poor soul.
Right. Terry, you've usually brought something along for us to have a look at. What have you got today?
Well, the only old thing that I've actually had in the post, because I've shown them all on the other thing, I had this today, which is pleasing me because I'm nearly finished my my Superman run from 100 to the present day.
Yep.
And I received number 103 today.
Oh, that's nice. Was this an eBay purchase?
Yes. I've got. The weird thing was, I ordered this only not more than 2 weeks ago, and I've received it already. And yet, the one I ordered previously, the 107, I haven't had yet. It's in the country though, so hopefully I'll have it in the next couple of days.
These come from the States.
Yeah. I got this in a couple of weeks, so I ordered it. So I'm sure I ordered.
Are you paying postage for each individual one to come to the UK?
This was really cheap, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this was really cheap, and I mean, I actually saw, and I asked them if you got any more photographs of it and all the rest of it. And before I could do that, they sent an offer through, and I couldn't really say no to the offer, so I didn't. But yes, that's the only one I've had. And we were playing that little game of the books I've got at the back there. Where I was expecting somebody else, obviously, to choose. But if you want to choose,
my turn.
you had 1959.
Wait a minute. I think we've got somebody else joining us. So I think he can. Who chose last week? It was Bill chose last week.
Bill chose. Yeah, Bill chose. Oh, there's Darren. Yes, Darren can choose because Darren hasn't chosen yet.
Darren, have you been hospitalised?
No, I'm too fat to operate on.
I thought they were. I thought they'd moved you forward because you were too fat.
Oh, it's been a nightmare.
Oh right, okay. So it hasn't happened.
In summary, they did move me forward. And I went to the hospital at 7 in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah.
My dad dropped me off. And at about 9 o'clock, I saw the anaesthetist.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, no, you're too fat for the weekend. We've got to operate on you on a weekday." So Dad had to come back again, pick me up, took me home.
Oh.
And then I was cancelled, and I've got to be rebooked in again. I mean, as it happens, I've been rebooked in. So it all happened today or yesterday. Yeah, I think it was today. They called me up and I said, "Oh yeah, we'll get you in on the 23rd of December, which is very close to Christmas."
Yeah, yeah.
And that was going to be in Boston. I said, "No way, I'm not going to Boston. You nearly killed my dad in Boston. I'm not going to Boston. I'm not going to be killed." So I said, "Forget that. Book me somewhere else." So they said, "Okay, well, what about Lincoln on the 30th, which is close to New Year's Eve, which is fine." Yeah. I said, "Okay, let's do that then." So that was it, 30th, New Year's Eve.
Okay,
right?
So you've been rebooked for
Put the phone down. All sorted. Then 3 hours later, they rung me back up and said, "Oh, we've had a cancellation. Do you want to come on the 18th instead?" So I said, "Okay, I'm going on the 18th." So I'm going on the 18th, which is next Thursday.
Have you told them you're fat though? Because they seem to get.
Yeah, I checked. I said, "Is that a weekend or a weekday?" They said, "It's a weekday." So all right, you do fat people on weekdays then? So yeah,
it's a Thursday. You poor soul, son. No.
Right, so Darren, it's your turn.
Yeah, well,
to pick a Superman year from Terry's collection.
Superman action.
Oh bloody hell!
Between 50,
we've had 1959 and we've had 1963.
Yeah, but that was only with one lot. I think you both had chose action, didn't you?
Yeah.
So there's Superman in those years as well.
So is 1965 eligible?
Yeah, of course it is. Action or Superman?
Superman. Now, I just for warning, so today I sorted out Frank Dobson's comics.
What?
So, yeah. So it's the job I've been meaning to do for a million years.
Yes.
So right next to me, I've got 3 stacks of Dobson area.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully me and Terry can get first dibs then.
Did you see this, Darren, when I was showing?
It looks that way.
Darren, did you see the 103 I was showing?
I'm just going to send Stephen a link.
Yeah, that's just how I bought that.
Well, that's nice.
Well, I bought it a couple of weeks ago, sort of thing, from America, and it's received it. But so it's number 103. So I need now 5 more to get from 100 to the present day. But that's from 1956. That's older than all of us. Right. Okay. Well, the first issue of Superman.
Stephen, I'm putting the link in the chat.
From 1965, Superman number 174.
So this is Superman year 1965.
Yeah, 1965. Yeah, yes, and this is 174. It says, "I can't fly, have no powers, no costume. Is this flying character really Superman? Have I been out of my mind all these years, thinking I was Superman? Don't panic, Kent. You're lucky I was patrolling this area and spotted your danger."
Okay, so that's very odd. So which one of them is the real one?
Ah, that'd be telling.
They both are.
Hey,
Greetings, gentlemen.
Greetings.
hi there.
So we're fiddling with the Man of Steel. We are.
Yes, Terry has got a fantastic collection of Superman comics from which year did you start?
1957 to the present day.
1957 to the present day. So
That's a lot of fun. A lot of Wayne Boring and Al Plastino.
Mhm.
So we pick a year, we pick one each week, and he shows us the comics from that year. So he's currently showing us 1965 Superman.
Okay, and in 1965, this issue, number 6 of the 80-page Giant, came out.
Oh, I've got that one.
Yeah,
Oh, I've got that one too. Where's Alan?
I was searching for my inner Alan there.
then we have number 175.
On that one you just shown, Terry, the little robot thing in the middle panel. You know, when I send out my customized packages, I sent that middle panel as the custom thing on the label this week. So that's my claim to fame on that issue this week.
Brilliant. There's to say 175. Let's go on now. Go on with your mission, Superman. I hear Lois coming out. I'll disguise myself in your Clark Kent clothes so she won't suspect your double identity. Thanks, Lex. You're the greatest brother a guy ever had. I don't know how I'll get along without your help. So obviously it's one of them imaginary stories.
Clark Kent's brother.
Yeah.
Clark Kent's brother is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it? And then we have 176. Superman, you have sworn to tell the whole truth. Since Superman is only an alias, you must write your real name on the blackboard. What a spot Superman is in. If he reveals his true name, it will mean the end of his career.
Well, he'll write Kal-El because that's his true name.
Yeah, but I think he writes at super speed so they can't see it.
that brown cover, that copy you have is just beautiful. DC, when they would put their colors are superior to Marvel's almost without exception. In that regard. And frankly, when they would do the purple ones and the brown ones, finding them that beautiful is a trick. Very well done.
Thank you. Yeah. And there's another, that's a yellow one. They're even worse, aren't they? 177, this one, from May. Puff, it's no use, Superman. No matter how hard we pull, we can't free you from that creature. You must use every ounce of your strength. It has already trapped my hand. In another minute, it'll swallow me completely.
Oh, it's the Menace called It.
Yes, I think this is a reprint.
Yes, it is. Well, they repurposed the character again. Terry, and the first one is a sort of a dark blue cover with a rainbow device on the cover. It's really. Do you have that one? It's a really pretty book.
No, I think it's about 1952 or 53. I think, isn't it? Yeah. No, I've just shown. I don't know whether you saw this one, Stephen, but I've just got this one today. That's 103. I've nearly finished 1956 now. I'm slowly going backwards.
The physiognomy of Superman in that vintage, he looks like a barrel with arms and legs. It's just the way that he was back then.
Yeah, that's right.
But by the way, I actually have that one as well.
Yeah. This one, say number 11, again in 65, another 80-page Giant. The greatest Superman, Luther Jules. This is nice. Nice and bright as well.
The last 10-cent Superman is a pink cover where he is killed, where Superman is killed by imaginary story, and Jack Kennedy, President Kennedy, is in the comic. Yeah. And it was very, very poignant, where shortly thereafter Kennedy was assassinated. But as a little boy, when I read that, I literally cried because Superman died. They basically killed him in imaginary story, and they tell you, well, it was imaginary, don't feel bad. I felt really bad because I really identified and loved Superman. in the early 60s, growing up with that. And it was really, and that pink cover is a beautiful, beautiful cover too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to play through on you.
No, I've got that issue. It's really good.
There's 174 from July. 178 from July. Holy cow! That guy landed on those power lines and burned off his clothes. Only Superman could survive such a shock. Who am I? Why can't I feel any pain from this electricity? Who is this Superman they are talking about? So he's lost his memory yet again. And then we have 179. This is where he goes around stealing things. Hi, Superman. Thanks for your donation to the Underworld Treasury. Now fly out and bring us all the dough in the Metropolis Bank, I should say. This mobster tricked me into carrying out his wishes, and there's nothing I can do about it now. But he's asked for dough.
It's such a joke. All he has to do is turn on the heat vision, saw them all in half, put everything back, and call it a day.
Yeah, but he's asked. In this one, he's asked for dough, so he could just bring him a lot of bread. And then we have 180, October cover date. And it's Hail Orella. She has defeated the mighty stranger. Now he must keep his promise to marry her. Great Krypton, I never dreamed it could happen. For the first time in my life, I've been beaten by a girl.
What an interesting concept that last bit was, yes?
Yeah, very woke.
Sorry, who are those women there?
They were Kurt Swan's girlfriends.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they're just on an island.
I've never seen that one before. That's quite a good one.
I remember buying that off the newsstand.
Okay.
And this is the last one from this year. This is November cover date. Introducing the future Superman of 2965. Of course, he appeared in a couple of more Action Comics, didn't he? You won't believe your eyes. He's so different from the original Superman of Krypton, is he?
It looks very similar to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Look at his secret identity down at the bottom.
Yeah. His secret identity is Clark Kent, T5477, reporter for the Daily Interplanetary News.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. But,
of course he is.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, this is with the story. I think he's got an aversion to running water. I think is one of his. It's not kryptonite anymore. It's something to do with water.
He must have a difficult time every morning.
Yeah. But that is it for those. For the 65.
I never realised.
There's not so many Superman as there. Well, mind you, I say that because when I put them in order, anything that's got Superman on obviously gone into the Superman one. So as it grows, some of the months are very large because all the specials are called Superman.
Yeah.
So you end up with like 20 issues come out that year, or 15, 16 issues come out that year because they got Superman on.
I never realised, Terry, until you just showed it, and it like light bulb went off. The significance of the 2965 on the last cover that you showed, because it was 1965, they just added 1,000 years on.
Yeah. Well, they used to do that with it because I mean, in the first, as Stephen would know, that I mean, in the first years they made a mistake with the Legion, didn't they? Because they just changed it to the 21st century rather than the 31st.
Precisely. Because that's how we were going to be. I like Calvin and Hobbes says, "Where are the flying cars?" You know.
We still haven't got the skateboards from back. We still haven't got the flying skateboards from Back to the Future yet.
The hoverboards. I think they've actually got some of those somewhere.
Yeah. And that was supposed to have happened in 2015, wasn't it?
Right, I've got some early British comics to show you. These are actually
incidentally, if you'd like some more Superman or action, I'm more than happy. Whatever you would prefer.
Stephen, we're going to come to you next. So if you want to round something up, that would be great because we know.
Well, I'll wait until you. I'll follow my marching orders, Commander.
Right, I've only got 4 comics to show. These are all one of your compatriots, Stephen, from America, contacted me and he said, have you got any Golden Age UK stuff that you'd like to swap for Golden Age American stuff? So I said, yes. So I said, do you want UK reprints of American stuff, or do you want original UK homegrown stuff? And he said, no, I want original homegrown UK stuff.
Well, dust off the Beanos. Here we go.
No, he's not getting any Beanos. So I'll tell you what I've picked out for him. So the earliest one is from 1918. And it's a copy of the Magnet Library, 1.5D from 1918. So this is the year in which the First World War ended. This Magnet Library was a story about Greyfriars School, with a number of schoolboys in it, including the Fat Owl of the Remove. Who knows who the Fat Owl of the Remove was?
Sadie Arbuckle.
Billy Bunter.
Billy Bunter. Very close, Stephen. So he's getting that one. 1.5D. Moving forward, this is interesting. There's a couple here from the 1940s. So this one is, so in the 1940s, just after the war, paper was was in short supply. And a number of the sort of producers of comics could not get paper. So there were a number of people who, if they managed to get hold of some paper through some nefarious means, would print a comic in order to turn the paper into cash. And this is an example. This is Panto Playtime from 1946, produced in Manchester by a company called Hotspur Publishing. And this is the one and only copy. This is the one and only issue. Sorry, this is the only one and only issue of Panto Playtime from 1946.
That should confuse lots of people, shouldn't it? In America, what the hell's a pantomime?
Yes, what is a panto? Yeah, exactly.
Well, we did understand pantomime, but the interesting thing is Hotspur. The company died for lack of a horse. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
But there was a comic called Hotspur. Did they?
No, it's not the same company.
No, nothing to do with them. No, yeah.
Also this is from 1948, so similar type of story, really. This is a comic called Star Flash from 1948. You'll see the staples and they're completely gone. And this is very similar. This is this is issue 2, and there were only 2 issues. And this is from a company called PM Productions in 1948.
How in the world would you establish a value for these, Mark?
Yeah, very difficult, because they're very, very rare. It's quite difficult. And this we got, it's not like the American one. These are really low print runs. Those 1946 ones. So really, really sort of rare, because the print run would have been minute because they couldn't find any paper. Right, now this character here, I would claim, is the world's first recurring comic character. Who do you think I'm going to show?
Say that again. Sorry, Mark.
The world's first recurring comic book character.
Ali Soper?
Ali Sloper. Well done, Terry.
I was going to guess the same, but only because I know that's one of the things that you like.
Yeah, okay,
not
right.
Because I knew the fact.
Ali Sloper first appeared, I think, in about 1870 something, and then he got his own title, which was called Ali Sloper's Half Holiday, in I think something like 1890 or something. Anyway, this actually is a relatively modern Ali Sloper from 1948. They rebooted him, and this is Ali Sloper #1 from 1948. So yeah.
Is it? It's a comedy comic, yes.
Yeah, it is. Ali Sloper's a sort of he's a bit dim, and he's always getting in a mess. He's a bit sort of like a Charlie Chaplin, Harold Lloyd type, character. Yeah,
but came about years before those people did, didn't they? Really. So
yeah.
he was the first, like you said, the first ongoing character from 1800s. So.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Wiggles Wonderworm. Do you have a pink cover Superman? I have no idea what he's talking about. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's the one I was talking about.
All right. Good day, gents. Okay.
Big Lyle.
Big Lyle is around. Right. Okay. So those are the comics I'm going to send. I don't know what I'm going to ask him for. We'll see what he offers me.
Is he going to be offering you DC comics, or what's on the menu for you to choose from?
The deal was Golden Age US for Golden Age UK. So I'll show him.
That's a pretty broad topic.
Pretty broad. Well, I'm going to say Golden Age. I mean, I like my horror, so I'm going to say if you've got anything Golden Age horror, I'm not really worried about the.
But you're not. Mark, you're giving him Platinum Age about Golden Age.
You really are giving him Platinum. Or almost Victorian, actually.
Well, the 1918 is just about Victorian, yes.
Yeah.
Well, she died in 14, didn't she?
She died right at the end of the
1901.
1901, yeah. 1901.
He won't be happy if you give him comics from the wrong age.
Not all of them.
No.
A few were.
Yeah.
Well, the print quality and the paper, the materials used, but the fact Britain they never throw anything away. I mean, literally, they don't throw anything away. We had these paper drives where mothers were able to get rid of any number of anything, the throwaway culture that we had here, It ensured that there was going to be desirability through lack of supply here, and the paper drives. But I made a point the other day that coming out of the Depression, anyone that grew up and was in the Depression never threw anything away. Because they didn't know whether they would need it. It was very dear to them to get anything. And as a result, the grannies that kept and the mothers that kept that stuff and never threw it away, because they say, the hell, I'm not going to throw anything away. They give them the scrap paper, but they're not going to give them comics unless the mother truly just found the comic books distasteful. And then that was a vehicle whereby she could get rid of them. If she couldn't get rid of them another way, then she'd play on the patriotism card, your Uncle Fred is over in the Pacific, help him out by getting rid of all those Action 1 through 20 that you have. Yes, Mother, I'll do it.
To be honest, I wish the British people, or the BBC, I should say, had the same idea of not throwing things away like paper, because they recorded over everything. Because like within America, I think they probably kept the recordings of every TV program that's ever existed. So they've all brought them out on DVD.
Well, the kinescopes, the early kinescopes they kept sort of randomly. The person who was brilliant in all of this, who produced on film rather than on kinescope, was Desi Arnaz, and that's why I Love Lucy in reruns was so successful, because they had their entire body of work from the jump was preserved because it was filmed on film. He was a very farsighted and savvy businessman. He was.
You know, I mean, things like the early episodes of Doctor Who have gone forever, and
that's a bad thing.
Well, no, but for history's sake, I'm talking about.
Get away with the evil person
Yeah.
I like the early Avengers. I like the ones with Dr. Schmidlap and he's got Witch Hazel, or whatever, and Pussy Galore as his side man, so to speak. And it was a completely different. The doctor part of the program, Steed was a bounder, and he always was a bounder. He was a bounder in real life, but a lovable bounder. But the Dr. Schmidlap, who was the guy that was the beginning of it, got pushed out instantly because he was nowhere. Steed and the Frail was where the action was, and wisely they played it up, and then gave him Diana Rigg. And of course, I remember over here when that shit, the Avengers is coming, and I'm waiting for Iron Man and the Hulk and Thor and all this, and it's some guy in a derby driving a Speed 6 and a gallon and a hot Lotus Elan in a cat suit, and I said, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, but is that what you meant, Steve? Because I mean, the very first season of season of Avengers didn't have a woman in it.
Yes, it was, but it was clunky and dark, and I've watched those.
Yeah, the actors say. I mean, there was.
I didn't know that.
Ian Hine, what's his name? Hine. I can't think of the actor's name.
See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. He just went that.
Yeah, that's it. And then they
I
say
didn't realize that. So it was it season 2 in which we got Diana Rigg?
Diana Rigg, yeah. I mean, as far as I know, if I remember rightly from what they said, they was going to cancel it because it didn't do very well. And then that's when they changed it to a woman, and all of a sudden it changed. It's amazing.
Also, then they came in with color, which also helped greatly.
Helped. Yeah, that helped.
And then a couple of the seasons with her, and then of course Tara King, Linda Thorson, who was not Diana Rigg, but and the way that it ended, where she's driving away with her husband, has finally been found out of the Amazon or whatever. And of course, her husband looks just like Steed because it was him. That's who they had driving away with her. He looked just like Steed.
Yeah, like I was saying, Patrick O'Neill. I know Patrick O'Neill. I'm thinking of the cats that are played by the side of him. I can't remember Dan name, but just Hine. I'm sure it was his last name, Hine, or something similar to that. But, very, very first guy. But no, you're right to say the it was about, well, I mean, then they brought out the following Avengers with Joanna Lumley and
those I've tried to watch those. I'm sorry, they tried to recapture the lightning in the bottle. Have Mrs. Steed, Miss Emma Peel, the dominatrix. I bring you Mrs. Peel, and she comes in and she's going like this, baby. It's pretty good stuff, man.
I agree with you. I love Joanna Lumley, but there was no replacing Diana Rigg. Absolutely, completely.
Later, she was saying that she was so pleased to be older. And they said, why do you say that? She says, because I don't have to work it so hard at trying to be beautiful. I just sort of let it all hang out, and that was it. And I wanted so badly to send her a tube of teeth whitening toothpaste, because all that tea, it just I don't know. But she really was wonderful, and she Shakespearean and everything else. It really was. Yes, we do. We see Mr. Peel in the very last episode with her, and it's sort of, it isn't really, it's very unsatisfying for her, the way she left the series. No one, at least over here any guy I knew, wanted her to go anywhere but stay right where she was. Give her a new car, give her whatever she wants. And then Steed's driving in a Rolls Royce rather than the Speed 6. I didn't care for the Rolls Royce. I liked the Bentley was far. The Bentley boys, come on. You want to leave the Bentleys running. Come on.
We had to wait until Game of Thrones to get her back again. And she'd aged a bit by then.
She's somewhat long in the tooth. Would you care to see some Superman?
We'd love to see some Superman.
This is the first cover of Superman that has Lex Luthor.
Wow. Is that him in the white coat?
That's him operating the levers.
Nice. Which number's that?
This is number... they make them really small. That's my excuse. 68. Number 68.
8. Yeah. Wow. Nice.
It's quite a departure on a color scheme.
Yeah.
I mean, because all the way the colorist did this, there are no lines around the colors. The colors are just painted on. It really is quite a striking cover.
Very striking. You can see that.
Would you like to view 1 second, Stephen? Is Ian Hendry? I had to get that.
Oh, Ian Hendry, that's it.
That's the actor's name. Yeah.
I say, Ian didn't do a very good job, did he?
It annoys me when I can't think of something.
It drives me crazy. It drives me. It's like misplacing a book you have. Oh God, I hate that. It's like, the thing is, logically you think about, where am I going to put this so I won't forget it, and the logic at that moment does not necessarily translate to later time. So then I go to places where it has been, where it's been, and it's not, and then I'm looking and looking, and the last one I remember that I really had a problem was House of Secrets 92, and that drove me crazy.
Yeah, it's not a good book to lose.
No, and when I'll tell you, and the relief that washed over me when I found it, and it was in a very logical place, except I guess I'm illogical. This is Superman. This is a big book. This is Superman number 76. And this was the issue in which they revealed their secret identities to each other, or found them out.
Nice.
For the very first time.
Yeah.
Have you seen this before?
No.
I've got the facsimile. It's the nearest I've got to it.
And what happens is this: they're on a no. I said in Superman, Mr. Atkinson, you are getting on my last nerve. No, you're not. You're good. Matt always says, "Well, what was the formula of the paper?" I have it here. But the thing about this was they're on an ocean cruise, and billionaire Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent. There's a screw up in the reservations on the ship, so it ends up they have to share a room together. And of course, what happens? Lois gets in trouble. She's never been in trouble before. This is the first time she's ever been in trouble. And thanks, Lyle. These are my friends, you see. And so what happens is they're in a darkened room. It really is rather homophobic or homoerotic or something. They are sleeping in the same room together. I don't know what the hell was going on there, but it was a pretense. And then it's
a lot of effort to get the pants off, though.
Well, and so what happens is, usually Batman's in the stateroom with Robin, you see.
Yeah.
According to Dr. Wortham, that was what was going on.
House of Aspersions again. I don't know.
I say we'll play hide the weasel again. Okay, here we go, boy. Here, basically, there's a light. They're in a darkened room, and they both hear that Lois has a problem. So both of them start to shift into their super suits, and there's a lightning flash, and the cabin is illuminated, and they're both looking at each other with the Super Wang and the Bat Wang hanging out as they're getting ready to hop into their super suits. They said, "My goodness, you're Superman." He says, "My God, you're Batman. I think I love you." And so then they both go out and they save Lois, and that's the first time.
Excellent story. I must get that one. I want to see the back
what's also weird about this is that I said the facsimile thing that I've got, and the colours on your one, which is what, 1955, 54. Mm-hmm. I mean, are brighter than the colours that are on this.
Now you realise that the way that
the colouring as well in some of it.
Well, the color, the printing process back in the day, in the 50s, was pretty much primary colors, and I think that primary colors are what work with comic books. This pastels and stuff now. There's a lot of pastels, and I don't want pastels. I want bright colors. I'm a fossil. Here is one So this is number 84, Superman, the world's greatest adventure character. And here is when Lois Lane is a policeman, the policewoman.
That's one cover that I do want to get. I love that cover.
That's really nice.
And basically, she wanders down the street. What a dull beat. Nothing ever happens around here. And Superman is following her all the time as she basically saunters around, and there's crime everywhere around her. And Superman's knocking him off, and she says, "Oh, Lois, you're so good at this, and all this stuff." It really is something.
What was she doing though? I mean, was that one of them imaginary stories?
No, it was
she
just
just
contrivance.
trying
She's trying to get a story. No, she's trying to get a story. What is it like being a police person? Yeah. I wonder. And then she calls her friend Chief Henderson or whatever it is. Yeah. And can you get me on? I'd like to be on a beat and see what it's about and write an article or whatever it is. That whatever pretext, anything they could do to put Lois Lane in some sort of trouble.
Okay, or so it's like the Black Curious thing, except she's cop curious.
That's right. Very, very astute. This is issue number 100. This features an Al Plastino cover, and this is a beautiful copy with full color.
Oh, I love that one. That's great.
I'm doing an Alan for you, Stephen. I'm doing an Alan for you. I've got that one.
Oh, good. No, but you see the inflection. Matt, that was when they were in a story together. I believe that was the first time that they were. I mean, they were shacked up together. I know that the actual first time that Batman and Superman were in a story together, I feign ignorance, at which I excel. Here is, but this, you'll notice that the code has now appeared, and this is early because it has this enormous stamp saying how they comply.
Oh, that must be 56.
55 or 56, one or the other.
I mean, that cover is beautiful in comparison to mine, though, because it's so dark green, whereas mine's quite pale. But,
the greens, the inks that they used, the handling and the atmospherics surrounding these books makes a huge thing. On the lower right corner, with him with the making a ring for her out of a lamppost. Yeah.
Number 75.
Here is issue number 101.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen any of these.
I missed out on that one a couple of weeks ago. Somebody he sent me an offer. I accepted it, and but somebody supposedly accepted it before me, which was very annoying.
That is very annoying.
It was. But it wasn't as nice as that copy.
No.
I can't control the Rainbow Doom. How do you even have a Rainbow Doom? Listen, fellas, maybe he went to Kandor. They went to Kandor, and then they figured out there was a problem.
Stephen, look, you and I, between us, have probably got 150 years on this planet. Have you ever had a Rainbow Doom?
Well, I don't like to talk about it, Mark. I was young and I needed the money. I don't know what to tell you.
Mark, if you both had 150 years, that makes you both 75. I don't think you're quite that old.
No, we're not quite there.
No, the three of us together.
Well, I'm 70. I'm 72.
Yeah.
And Mark, you were in 59, weren't you?
66, so we're a few years off.
Yeah. 69 in January.
Well, hello, Matt.
I'm just here to bug Steven.
Oh, really? Something new?
No, it's actually interesting because Superman 76 is considered the meeting for the first time of the Earth 1 Batman Superman, which is the Silver Age, because there were two appearances of them with the Justice Society back in All-Star Comics when they were honorary members. And that's that is really cool, though, that number 76 is still pretty damn early for their meetings.
The thing about it was the first appearances together for the longest time, that particular book didn't really resonate very much. And I remember in the going into like 1990, in the early 90s, they basically discovered it, and then when everybody finds out it's a first appearance, then there's all this hoopla and what have you to get it. Here is. Oh, do you want me to stop? I can. Oh,
Hey, that looks familiar.
Yeah, that's the one I just got.
That's the one you just showed first
That's
off.
the one
isn't
I
it?
just got.
Nevertheless,
Great
still a
minds.
nice one.
Here is issue number. I like this one. This is 105.
Yeah, that one I'm
That's a good
hoping
cover.
to get soon. The trouble with it is I just can't find anything in decent condition. You know, they say it's
Well, it's not confined to you, my friend.
Oh no,
It's-
I understand that, but it's a lot more difficult in the UK than it is over there, though. You do seem to have it.
Well, yeah, we're at ground zero. It's sort of like buying Corgi and Dinky cars, diecast. Because I'm a diecast collector. You're on the mothership for diecast cars.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, and of course, the British aren't really keen on collecting things like trains or cars or any of that stuff.
Oh, no,
there aren't
no.
any clubs anywhere. No, there aren't any clubs anywhere. There aren't any hardened collectors that want. I mean, Britain is sad what's happened to the British collecting market.
Yes.
Well, you're not going to looking at the same auctions I'm looking at then.
Like I said, British, they never throw anything away. And I love that cars, they have these wonderful names like Gazelle and all this stuff. And it's this little beater, little 4-cylinder car that you can barely fit in, you know. And, but it's the Gazelle. It's this year's beautiful new model.
Sorry,
on.
Mark. I have to go. The kids just got in from school. Thanks.
Okay, see you, Matt.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Matt.
Here's Matt.
But we also had the Hillman Imp.
Oh yes, I have on my website, or on not my website, on my Instagram. I have a friend who is in Poland who is a master craftsman, and he finds these distressed models and brings them back to absolute beauty. And I have been buying those from him, and I can, I can ask for, what color would you like? Do you want two-tone? Do you want crystal headlights? What it doesn't have an interior, I'll create one for you. Then he makes the original boxes for them. It's just wonderful, wonderful stuff. I truly love that. I had matchboxes before, and they were too small and they didn't roll. And that was they're beautiful, but they were too tiny. And then when Corgi came out with the 1/43rd scale, the 1/64th scale were the matchboxes, because they fit in a matchbox. But the Corgis came out, and of course Dinky was already going by that point. The difference between, I bought my very first Corgi was the Berlinetta Ferrari 250 LM Le Mans, and with the spring suspension and the bigger size and the beautiful enamel color paint job on them and stuff, and then the hatch opens up. Yeah, Lesney was the town that they were produced in, which is very interesting. Back in the day, back in the about 1989 or 90, I take it back, would have been 93 or 4. A comic shop named Excalibur, which is one of the biggest, longest running comic stores here, if not the longest. It is. A brother and sister ran the store, and so the guy called me.
Sorry, when you say here, you mean in Portland?
Here in Portland, Oregon. So Peter called me, and he said, I couldn't think of anybody else to call, but I have a complete set of Rex the Wonder Dog. Are you interested? And I said, well, Peter, what makes you think that I would want Rex the Wonder Dog? And of course, I actually, Alex Toth did the artwork for Rex, and Carmen Infantino, a favorite of mine, the Detective Chimp is in there. That's the backup feature. Well, I was flush at the time. I think I spent a couple of grand, and I got I have a complete Rex the Wonder Dog set. But anyway, And I'm looking at it, I said, well, I guess that's all right. It'll go up. I'm sure it's worth more now. But so about 3 weeks later, he said, I got in some early DCs. And because you bought Rex, you get first crack. And I bought everything he had. The first 3 Adam Stranges in Showcase, Secret Origins second annual, Metal Men 1 and 2. These are all in beautiful condition. And then this one, Superman number 123, which is the second attempt at Supergirl after Superboy number 5.
So when Alan shows me that, he says it's a tryout, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, but it's the thing is the Girl of Steel, but Superboy 5 has Supergirl on the cover, and now of course I just got that Superman number whatever it is, 59 or whatever, which is the one where Lois as Superwoman is carrying Superman. Beautiful, beautiful book. And he says, that's the first Supergirl. That's the first Superwoman. I said, well, yeah, but it's not Supergirl. Alan gets head up about this stuff. He gets head up. I don't understand the man. Anyway, so we have here, this is an absolutely stunningly beautiful copy of this book.
I have got it, but mine is in nothing like that condition. I just think mine's about 1.5 in comparison to that.
And you know, the thing about this book is it's so sad, because what it is, the story is that Jimmy Olsen finds an Indian magic totem that gives 3 wishes. And the story is basically
is that really Jimmy Olsen then, the woman?
No.
Has he become trans?
If this was a British comic book, yes, it would be Jimmy Olsen. But we're in America, and here in America we don't swing the way you clowns do over there. I shouldn't say clowns, you people over there. So when you pitch them that slow, I'm sorry, I must hit them. But anyway, even in cricket. But here you have. He makes a wish for Superman because he was so sad that he didn't have anyone who he could have that was super. And the totem heard and created this Supergirl. And so all she wants to do is to do good and help him. And the writers made her, Wessinger, made her a problem. And then Superman's mad at her all the time. And I'm going, all she's trying to do is to be helpful. And then there's a kryptonite trap, and then she sacrifices her life to save him. And her last line is, "I'm so sorry I wasn't what you wanted." It was sad. But that was this, and then of course Action 252 comes in, and there you go. But anyway, there's this, and one of the other books, and because I happen to have it right here, one of the other books that I got in that set. And maybe the best one was this.
Lovely. It's first brain.
As I say, mine's just a 1.0, unfortunately, but that's gorgeous. It's very unusual to get it like that. I mean, that's got to cost a fortune.
This would have been clear, and it was in the day. It was relatively expensive to the other books because it is. But this particular, whoever had this, kept it out of the light because look how deep the purple is.
Yeah,
I mean, Stephen, I've never seen that. Always has loads of spine ticks down.
I've never ever seen a copy that good. I mean, that could almost say you just bought it off the rack. And it's like 64 years old.
It's one of it's a favorite.
Yeah.
This book, this Superman is issue number 128. Now, this book, we had a thing on one of our shows, and there was this big stink about when was the first ad for Action 252, and there were various books that had the ad for Action 251 has it, but Superman in Superman 129 had the ad for Action 252. So Alan is going, that's the first appearance. That's the first. I said, no, it's an advertisement. Well, it's the first appearance. It's the first appearance. And so as I was looking, I couldn't remember when it was. So I was going through my Comic Book Plus or Read Comics Online to see the interiors. And then I came across this book. I have a slab of it as well. And it is a story, The Sleeping Beauty of Krypton. And it basically is the Supergirl story before Action 252. And Lois Lane puts on a blonde wig in a rocket. It's almost the same story.
Mm.
And it's, and I was completely unaware of it. So if you
also,
get a chance.
Sorry, I was just saying that book also, they reckon is the first Silver Age Superman story, don't they?
Well, now Silver Age to me, the dates that the people get hung up about the dates. To me,
no, I'm only going by what I've read. I'm not whether it's right.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I will just give you my opinion.
Yeah.
When the Comic Code Authority came in, every rule, regulation, and proscription that were embodied by that body against and levied for and to keep comics going was in 1954. September of 1954, it was signed. 1 year, I was 1 year old. What a lousy birthday present! But they put the code in 1 year to the month that I was born. And so anything from when the code came in, to me, is Silver Age. And I realized 1956 is Showcase 4. Detective 225 is 1955, the first Silver Age superhero.
Yeah.
But the thing about it was, in my mind, because the Silver Age was defined by the Comics Code Authority, when the code starts, that is the Silver Age starting. You have pre-code in the last few years coming up to it, and then there it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I agree with Stephen. That's my definition of when the Silver Age starts as well.
No, it's just that
I have 4 more books if you wish. If not, that's okay.
When I was doing my scripts for when I was going from 57, 58, 59 and whatever, that I read that about that particular issue. That's when they reckon that was the first Superman story for the Silver Age. Used because it used something about Superboy in there, and Superboy obviously isn't in the Golden Age, is he?
Well, Superboy was pretty early in the Golden Age. Superboy #1.
No, what I mean, what I'm talking about is in Superman, original Golden Age Superman, that he started as Superman, didn't he? He didn't start. They didn't have a super. He didn't have
no. They did. They only touched on it, and there's a couple of ones where they have a Superman book that has a Superboy story. But they didn't formalize it until Superboy #1, and then More Fun had him as Superboy as well.
Yeah.
The later More Funs, 101, 102.
Yeah.
And yes, and that's Action 251. It's an orange cover with a bearded man flying. Superman is an old man.
Yeah.
This is one of the early 12 centers.
Yeah.
2 to go.
Oh, he's in a banana. Why is he in a banana? Oh,
because he's trying to get Mr. Mixes-Pitalik to say Cultixoplism.
Right, okay. And is it anything to do with the Yellow Submarine? Are we in 1960s?
No,
it was not the Peter Max Beatles epic.
That's 63, I think, that isn't it? 1963.
The blue meanies.
Very good.
All together now.
Go together now.
And this is really cool. This is when they go. I think this is the first appearance of Superman and Jimmy Olsen as Flamebird and whatever, Nightwing, whatever that was that. But this is quite an important book. Look at that. I gave $90 before it was a collection. This collection came out of Alaska. And whoever had it in Alaska, it's cold, dry, and dark. And I bought a mess of Supermans and Actions out of that collection.
To buy comics from.
Well, I buy them wherever they're from. I mean, it's sort of like it's catch as catch can. The number of collections that would come in the older days to my LCS, and it would be okay. I'll show it. It's
Stephen, is that the Gentner tartan you're wearing on your trousers?
Yes, it is. It's the J.C. Penney approximation.
Okay, he's got a pretty long beard there.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
Trying to show that
So
one.
that's the that I didn't want to play, and I managed to play through again, but
That's the one you're talking about.
You've gone all fuzzy, Terry. Oh, there, it's the same one. It's the
Yeah, 251.
251.
Yeah, that's 251.
Terry. You might want to go away and log in again because you've gone all
Okay.
fuzzy.
That's sod's law.
I love that. I say, Terry, go away and come back in. You're quite fuzzy.
Am I fuzzy?
You're a bit
No, you're
fuzzy
not.
yourself there, Splat. You're a
you're
bit
not.
fuzzy yourself.
You're not fuzzy at all, Splat.
That's good.
I got a new. That's much better.
That's much
Sort
better.
of.
Yeah, that was. Mind you, mine's probably not as good condition as your one when you find it. I mean, this one didn't come from Alaska because it's faded at the top.
You know what I've done, and it is an expense, but what I've done for my Silver Age books and books that I want more. If they don't come in brand new bags and boards, I will put them into My Lights with acid-free backing boards because you do it once and you're done. Now I realize that it's not inexpensive to do this, but it basically you only have to do it once and they stay beautiful forever. Yeah. And this is not aimed at you, Terry, but I really don't like it. And Alan drives me crazy with this, is that he has rumpled, old, lousy, crappy, stinking bags that are opaque and crappy. And I said, Alan, he says, this is a very expensive book from the 1940s. It's Maxine Glotz. It's the first appearance of Maxine Glotz, and she's wearing a skirt which she never wore a skirt again. And the bag is like this. And even no matter which way he turns it, it's this amorphous blob. I said, for God's sakes, Alan. Well, it's the original bag. It came in. Alan, that's not the way it works on that.
The original factory wrapping never opened.
I am the same as you, Stephen. If I get a load of comics in, I almost always rebag them.
Yeah.
First thing, unless they're brand new. If they're brand new bags, there's no reason to.
Fine.
Yeah.
But anything I get from auction, and they come in the bags, 20 years old, and it's. Yeah. I just have to take them all out. And
guys, when they first had the bags, the composition, the chemical composition, I think they were, I can't remember what they were. I think they're made out of formaldehyde. But anyway, they're the polyethylene bags rather than polypropylene bags or whatever. Yeah. And the ethylene bags, which are the ethyl in it, who pumped ethyl? It's this ethylene. I had bagged, no boards, because we didn't have boards back in the day, but I would put them in bags. And then I noticed when I would go through that there seemed to be a yellowing. So I said, I think that isn't good. And so I bought brand new bags, and they were not anything like they are now. They're not nearly as well made. They were something to protect the book. And I started to take them all out and carefully re-sleeve them. And I had this pile of old bags, and it was this, and I got about 4 or 5 up, and you couldn't even see the floor through them. That's how murky they had become. It was, I went, oh God.
Some of the old bags, and I bought auction lots like this, the plasticizers actually start to dissolve the bag. So the bags all stick together. So
yes, that's it. Sticky.
I can pull the comics apart. They go.
I have that too.
When I was getting back to 62, 61, I bought golden age bags on purpose because the books hadn't, they started getting bigger, didn't they? I mean, they were shrinking in comparison to what they were in the Golden Age, but they were still bigger than the Silver Age ones. Up
Yes.
to around 61. So I mean those ones. So these are all sort of like all of mine are in Golden Age bags. Boards, but they're all new. I mean, again, I replaced them straight. I mean, I even replaced them when they're new half the time because they keep sending those bloody self-sealing ones, and I hate those.
I hate those. Yeah,
So
no,
I
yours all look very homogenous, which is great.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have got some older books that are in those older type bags, and I'm slowly but surely replacing them. But I'm only replacing now the books I want to keep because eventually I have got to get rid of some because I just haven't got the bloody space.
Yeah, you also need to be careful of the backing boards because even an acid-free backing board, basically it's absorbing what's happening with an old comic. Basically, is the cellulose is degrading. Okay, and the more acid that is in the comic, the faster the cellulose will degrade. Okay. Yeah. So if you've got an efficient backing board with acid free, it will reduce that aging effect, but it will still happen. And the acid will leach out of the comic into the backing board, right? So over a period, and they reckon you should change your backing boards every 7 years. Over a period of time, the backing board will lose its acid-free status and will discolor. And I've seen that quite a few times. You do need to change your backing boards every 8 years.
I have found that there are books that have more acid in them because of their manufacturing and the time frame. So that if you have a book that depending upon how the book was handled and how much heat it had and how it was stored. If it was cold, dry, and dark, like the Mile Highs were, there is no acid transfer of any sort. There is just none. And on modern backing boards, there is a paraffin side and there's a plain side. Do you know which side goes towards the book?
I always put the glossy side to the book.
The paraffin side goes next to the book.
Side to the book, yeah.
And so what Mark is saying is absolutely true. And the thing that you can do, and on older backing boards that have where the books have sat, and they put the paraffin side on the bag side, and it was just the paper side against the book. When you take them out, you can see the transmission onto the board, and you will see that. I don't get that as much with the Golden Age books. The newsprint that they used was so superior to what...
that's because it was far less acid in it. The Golden Age comics were... The amount of acid in the paper was much less.
Yeah. And what I do when I have books that I do like to show more often than others, I have a Mylite and a nice clean backing board, and then I put them into top loaders because then it protects not only the you can handle the book. It's like a miniature slab.
Yeah.
I have that action in that one. Here is a book that I got just recently. This is an Okajima collection copy of Wings. Are you gentlemen familiar with the Okajima collection?
This is the Japanese concentration camp in the US for
the internment camps. Well, yes, but concentration camp. But concentration camp was the term that they used. My grandfather, when he went to Camp Crane, they called that a concentration camp to begin with. When he was training for the ambulance to go and
I read that in your book. Yeah.
It was a very interesting concentration camp. Boy, the term has been misused. But this particular copy of Wings, you can notice the date on it and the script, and then there is the code 4K right there, and that tells you which PX, if you will, it came from, and it also dates them because that's how they would date these comics that the Okajimas, the brother and the sister, George and Maxine, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but the fact that they were buying books where the Japanese are vilified and shot out of the sky and all that stuff, and here they are, they're Americans. They were on a farm in Fresno, California, hardworking, and then they basically picked them up and threw them into this camp in Arizona. It is a dark, dark time in the United States for what was done. But the Japanese attacked us at Pearl Harbor, and because the Japanese look like Japanese, it was easy to target them. And all those businesses and things that were taken from them and everything else, historically, it was not a good time.
Have you read George Takei's book, Stephen?
No, I have not read George Takei's book.
No, so I mean they made that into a sort of a graphic novel.
He's an interesting character. This is Exciting Comics number 11. Exciting 9 was the first appearance of the Black Terror. This is Exciting. This is his third appearance in Exciting. This book, if you look at this, do you notice how bright this is?
Buy a typewriter for $1. Come on, Ben.
This book was a shambles and dark and murky and everything else. And my friend MT, who is in Erie, Pennsylvania, and the major domo of the Astonishing Auctions, also will restore comic books. And Mark, I'm sure you will appreciate this, that the first immersion of this, where where you pour it off into a jar to see how much stuff has come off, it looked like a cup of coffee.
Yeah. I've done water immersions myself, just pure water, and the amount of when you take the comic out, the comic and the water's brown.
It's I looked at it and I just, and he showed me then the second one, which then it looked more like sort of light tea, but that book this book was an absolute mess. It had a spine roll about an inch and a half on the back, and the guy that I bought it from Heritage Raw. They called it a 4.5. There's no way in the world it was 4.5, and it had 1.5 of its feet into the grave before my buddy found it. But he brought this back.
They literally take it apart and put it all back together again. Yeah. That's fantastic. Isn't it?
Did he take the staples out and put the staples back in again?
He had to. Well, when you did, the staples were there, fortunately.
Yeah.
But then he carefully and then put them back in. You would be, because when you marry a book, the holes never match up, and that's why it's so easy to tell. Yeah. But if you have someone who's competent like Mark, the staples go back into the holes and ain't nobody going to know the difference. And I'm telling you that you can't know the difference because that's the way they are. Anyway, I always use the top loaders for ones that I like to.
That is a fantastic restoration. I mean, and I think that's worth doing, because
you save the book. I'm doing this with some Canadian whites with him. He did one for me. If you watched our show. He did one, a Grand Slam that I have that he brought. It was a 2.5 slab, and it was spine rolled and chipped and everything else, but all of the chips were just accordioned in. If you follow, when it was scuffed, they just sort of bunched up, and he was able to moisturize all of those and then lay them flat and then seal them back into the cover. And I got a 3.5 blue label at the end, because he followed the rules that they have for how much, because tape is allowed. So using their rules, he goes, I followed their rules right down the line as far as what they would accept. And I got a blue label 3.5, a full grade better. It was really something. Funny books, you love them or hate them. You got to hate them.
Yeah. Some of these restoration guys are incredible. I mean, I have done a bit of,
and you are one. You've done beautiful work.
I have done some decent restorations. The water, just a straight water bath, If you've got it's sort of counterintuitive. If you've got a water damaged comic,
Why would you immerse it in water?
you think, well, the thing that you mustn't do is immerse it in water. No, that's exactly what you should do with it. You immerse it in water, and the water because it's like a tide mark on the comic. So when you immerse it in water, all that stuff sort of eventually just flows out. Yeah. And when you get it out, you dry it out, it's all gone. It's amazing. And also, if it was all wavy and, that all goes. And if you cold press it and you do it over a period of time, you can get rid of all that. And at the end, it just looks great.
These are these enormous plate glass plates that you have.
Yes. So, cold pressing, you just, over a long period of time, you just keep it under pressure for a period of
what duration or what length of time is usual for something that is moderately screwed up?
Well, because even if it's moderate, I mean, basically, if you've done a full soak on a comic, it's completely soaked. Yeah. So all the pages are completely wet. So you've then got to dry it out very gradually. If you dry it out too quickly and not under pressure, it just goes horrible. It goes wee, because it's the paper fibers. Because I used to be a paper scientist, believe it or not.
I believe it.
So what you need to do is you need to dry.
You and Ian Hendry, weren't you and Ian Hendry? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ian Hendry. So you need to dry it slowly under pressure, gradually. You need to have patience, but the patience pays off because the fibers all then align themselves and they go back to their original positions. And it is quite sad. I haven't done it for a bit, and I should do it again. It's just very time consuming. So you've got to find the right comic. It's no good spending 4 or 5 days doing it on a comic that's worth £1. You've got to find the right comic that's going to really respond to that type of treatment. And I can generally spot them. I can see them. I can go, okay. So this is a key comic. It's the major problem with this is it's water stained and it's crinkly, and I can completely remove that. So I can change it. I can change it from a 3.0 to a 6.0.
Is that something that you do still take it apart, or do you put it all in as one?
I'm not very good removing staples and putting them back.
That is a talent. You want to practice on cadaver books. Practice on cadavers.
So
that sounds terrible.
Is only choose comics where the staples are really solid. So the staples will actually still will hold up to so that there's no wear around the staples. So when you soak them, the staples are intact. And you can do the whole comic together, because removing staples and putting staples back in is a real skill that I haven't got.
Well, if the staples get wet when you immerse it, as you dry it, how do you make sure you get all the moisture off of the staples so that they don't rust later on?
So I towards the end stages, I do use a hairdryer. So once you get to a certain point, you can use hot air to get the process going, and also give the staples a bit of a brush.
A bit of a brush, with a very small brush.
Very small toothbrush.
It's with my mustache brush.
Now listen, you just went. You were at auction, didn't you? Did you score?
Yes.
At this? Okay.
Yes, I did. I did score. Yes. I did really well at that auction. They completely cocked it up. So there's a company called Stanley Gibbons in the UK, who are the people for stamps in the UK. So they've stamp collectors in the UK. Stanley Gibbons was your place to go. So they produced all the sort of catalogues saying how much your stamps were worth. They had an auction house in central London. And if you really had a good stamp collection, the place to sell your comics was Stanley Gibbons in London. But, stamp collecting, the people who collected stamps are all dying. and the number of stamp collectors is declining, right? So there was another company called Baldwin's in the UK, and they were the people for coins. So if you were a coin collector, Baldwin's were the people for coins. Now, about 3 years ago, Stanley Gibbons and Baldwin's combined to form Stanley Gibbons Baldwin's. So all the stamp people and all the coin people, the auctions were in the same place. Both of them declining markets because very few people collect stamps and coins anymore.
Are coins on the way out too? I thought the coin collecting here is very strong.
Like stamps. There's still a big bunch of people who do it. Anyway, about in summer this year, Stanley Gibbons Baldwin has decided to enter the comic business, right? So they hired a guy. I don't know where they got him from, somewhere in the Midlands, to head up their comic division. And so I met him actually a couple of weeks ago at London Comic Mart. They had a table. They are doing CGC submissions, even though CGC is based in London. They said, "Oh well, we do it better." Because CGC anyway, he claimed he did it better. It was the same price as taking it to CGC, but he also said we got our first inaugural auction this Friday, and we've got some big comics. We've got an Amazing Spider-Man 1. We've got a Fantastic Four #1. We've got an Amazing Fantasy 15. We've got I can't remember which is the first edition of which is the first appearance of Thor.
Journey into Mystery 83.
That one. They got one of those, and we got lots of other stuff. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll go and have a look. I did a video and I did a preview, and I said I was going through and I was going, hang on a minute, these things are overpriced. So this is the first time they've done it. So the Fantastic Four #1 was a 3.5, but signed by Jack Kirby. Okay. Couldn't see it because it was in a slab.
No, always on the splash. That's where he would sign it.
Yeah, he would sign it on the inside front cover. So you couldn't see it, but it had been authenticated using the JSA system.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one of those had sold for $12,000 last year, right?
Mm.
So I go, okay, well, me and Alan are pretty good at doing this sort of calculation.
You excel.
So I worked out that the fair market in pounds, with the buyer's premium you've got to pay, which is 25%, what you'd have to pay at auction to get the fair market value was £7,500, right? So the auction's going, and they get a bid of £7,500, and I think that's great. That's fine. And then the hammer goes down, and the auctioneer says, "Reserve not met."
What? For that?
Yeah.
They didn't want to sell it.
I went, no, they did want to sell it. They just completely fucked it up, basically. They put the reserve price above the current FMV, which is just crazy. If you're the auctioneer, you want to sell because you want to get the commission, don't you?
Yes.
So what the fuck were they doing? Right, wait till we get to the Amazing Fantasy 15. So the Amazing Fantasy 15 was, I think it was a 4.0 or a 4.5. Anyway, the fair market value of it was $27,000. Okay, $27,000. No, it was a bit more than that actually. I think it was 32. Anyway, when you converted it back to pounds and you took the buyer's premium off it, the fair market value was £20,000. Okay. And they had the minimum bid at £20,000. And I was going, no, that's too high. You don't want the minimum bid at the fair market value. You need to get the minimum bid about 15,000. So you attract the bidders in.
To get them going.
To get them going, exactly. No bids. Nothing. No bids.
They killed it with a high. They killed it with a high open.
Correct. And I thought, this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Mark? Were they slabbed?
Pardon? Yeah, it was slabbed. Yeah.
Because
and
I tell you what, if they're right, so I watched some of that show that you did,
yeah,
but I didn't catch all of it. But at some point, unless I dreamt it, I don't think I dreamt it. Have I heard you say a sentence, and it might have been related to this story, of they gave him £2 million to spend?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, he had 2 million
Was
quid.
that this story?
Yeah. Now, what he spent it on, I don't know. Now, whether he actually bought these comics for the auction house and then he's auctioning them, I don't know.
And that's why.
When I saw him at the London Comic Mart, he said he'd been given 2 million quid as a budget for buying comics. So I wonder whether he's bought these for the auction house and now he's got to make some money. Now he's got to make some money, and that's
He
why
didn't buy them. He didn't buy them right.
He doesn't know what he's doing in order to make money because he's paid fair market value, and that's why the minimum bid is that, thinking he can get more. So he'll be fired soon.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
No, but what was happening on the rest of the auction was that he'd put in too high estimates. Yeah. So it was discouraging people from bidding. So there was a load of stuff. You know, there was things like so one of my favorite ones that I won was 23 Black Hawk Silver Age Black Hawks in fine plus condition. Okay. Nobody collects Black Hawk. They're not worth anything, but there's some great covers out there. And I've got quite a lot of Black Hawk, just because I pick, they come in auctions. And this guy had £300 minimum on these 23, but these didn't have any reserve on them. So it started at 150 quid, right? Nobody bid. So I went 150 quid. Nobody else bid, and I won the 23 Black Hawks for 150 quid. Which were brilliant, and there were a number like that. There was a Batman. I got two slabs as well, similar type of thing. A Batman, the False Face Society Batman. I don't know if you know it, where everybody goes.
They're sitting around a table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good book. That's a tough book.
Great book. And it's 7.5. I got it in a 7.5. I'd actually just bought it raw. Stephen's got one.
But the other thing is, and this, I'm only speculating, but if a company goes into comics fairly recently and starts buying stuff like this, and that's why I asked if it was slabbed or not, is that they don't know how to handle comics. They don't know how to handle them. They don't know how to ship them, pack them, and keep them and store them and so on. When they've hired
a comics expert.
Who's that?
Is that expert going to do the entire process of handling, shipping, packing, and so on? Because he needs to be doing on those books.
Yeah. No, it was not.
Otherwise, you're going to get some guy like just do that in a spine, and so because that's what auction houses do. They pick things up and they just immediately bend them in half.
So it's that one in a 7.5. Yours looks even better than the 7.5. It's a great cover, isn't it? And I just
when I got it, the fellow that I bought this from, who specializes in finding these DC collections, he's in California. And California has perfect climate for books. I mean, there are a lot of them there. It was a population center, and this came out of an original owner collection where a guy really took care of his books. And but this is the first copy that I ever had a chance to buy, because it's not one that you see much. Mark, that was a good buy. This has all of the things. The shadows of Batman on the back wall.
Oh yeah.
is something that is very, very Batman, and that's right from the Golden Age. That the shadows that are showing there, much like in the comics, what Kaluta did, who did a wonderful job, where you would see the shadow on the wall a few panels or a page before, so you knew he was coming. I think it's a very good device. But Batman used it, and so when you look at a lot of these Silver Age books, you invariably or will either have a large moon somewhere, or you will have shadows, or both. And I think that it's a really good thing. But yeah, I was very, and I'm very happy to have been able to find this. Well done for you, and a 7.5 to boot. What did you have to give?
150 quid, I think.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's pretty
for a
good.
7.5 that's a steal.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was really good.
Congrats.
Yeah, because they put it was half the minimum. It was half the guide, and I got a fantastic 4.9 for the same price in a 4.0.
Is the 9 the one with Reed Richards on the cover down below?
It's got Namor, and it's got Namor in his swimming trunks, standing to the side. So an early Fantastic Four in a 4.0 for 150 quid. It's just,
you can't go wrong.
No.
And even if you don't keep it, it's outstanding trade bait for something DC, a very nice DC.
Exactly. So so I paid I bought a whole load of lots. I bought about 10 lots. Cost me about £1,000, but they're definitely worth it.
Well, I have to say that your success, where people don't really know whether you're Aquaman #1, in particular, was a wonderful story.
The problem is that spoilt me, Stephen, because the Wonder Womans I picked up at that auction, which I sold on to you, that spoilt me, because I keep seeing Wonder Womans and I look at them in auction. I go, those aren't as good as the ones. Those aren't as good.
They're beautiful. I just showed those. I sang your praises. I'm very, very happy to have those, to add those to my Wonder Woman collection. It's beautiful stuff.
They're really nice copies. Right, Tempest is here. Finished work. Tempest, have you met Stephen?
Yes, he was on one of the previous shows that I was on.
Hello, and nice to see you.
Hello again. I've noticed you've got the Legion clubhouse in the background there.
Well, I actually wore it like a hat.
Don't.
I had said there was a fella that listened to our show and went to the trouble of finding a 3D printer, and he had one fabricated, figured out all this stuff, and then had them made. And then he sent one to me, one to Matt Atkinson, and one to Cliff in New York, because we are in our group, that we are the Legion superheroes fanatics. And I had said many times, I said, if I was a kid, if they had the clubhouse as a hat, you would be so cool if you had a Legion of Superhero clubhouse hat. And he took that and ran with it, and he gifted us these things. Our community is so nice. It's a blessing.
Well, apart from the fact that they look awful. So, Stephen.
No, they don't. You miss. Obviously, there is some sort of transmission problem, because it is outstandingly beautiful and wonderful.
Stephen, I dare you to go and put that on your head and claim it looks good.
Well, my dad's got a 3D printer, so I'll get him to print us something off to wear then.
You don't want one of these, mate. If you want one of these in Sheffield, you probably life would be in danger.
You'd be lynched.
How can you not like that?
You didn't even need a phone booth to get changed in.
You got to put your ring on as well, Stephen.
Yes.
Yeah, see. Complete the set.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought we had meet. I thought I'd sort of sunk to geek depths.
Oh, you haven't even touched geekery.
Well, not figures, but books about figures. But I have to say, Stephen, you probably won the Geeky award wearing the hat. Yeah.
Well, when you dare me on my Legion of Superheroes, that's them's fighting words.
Right.
I am an American.
I'm gonna have to I can't stand that image any longer. We're going to have to go with the Tempest. Tempest, have you got anything to show us this week?
I've just pulled some World's Finest to show. That's all right.
Good. Yeah.
Because I do like World's Finest.
Me too.
That's
first
one of my favourites with the composite Superman.
It's the first one, isn't it?
That's nice. Yeah.
There's Secret of the Captured Cavemen.
Mm-hmm. The problem is Tempest is one of the one of my competitors in the UK because he buys
Nemesis.
He's my nemesis.
Alien Superman, even though Superman is technically an alien.
Oh, and no TP price on that one. That's nice. Nice and clean.
The Mirror Batman.
Oh, what's happened to Batman? His chin's gone a bit big.
The whole of him's gone. Didn't big.
There's a Super Batwoman.
I've never seen that before.
For some reason, this one seems to go for a bit of money. I'm not sure why.
No, I've never seen that one before.
There's Star Creatures.
Oh, I think I've got that one.
I've got that one.
There's the
Oh,
famous one.
You didn't buy that lot, did you, at that auction?
No, these are ones. I've had these for a while.
Okay.
This one, I picked this one up. I think before memes actually were a thing. To be honest with you,
Because that's the slap. That's
the slap one. Yeah. Caveman from Krypton.
Do you know why they haven't got TMP prices on them?
I've no idea, to be honest with you. I think, well,
must have come directly through.
Some of these are from America, though.
I have to say, now, I might ban you for that comment.
I've never seen that one either.
So,
I did have a fair few World's Finest that I sold, but I just never went back that far. Oh, that's funny. We're talking about 76, and there's 76 on that one. These are 59?
I think some of these might be early 60s. I always like that.
They went to 12. They went to 12 cents at the end of 1961.
Those others were 10 cents, weren't they? These are 10 cents. These, aren't they?
Oh,
these are
going to be 59 or 58.
If you want to sell these for £1, I like that one
for £1.
That's definitely 58. That 5,000 contest was a 58 comic, I think. We've got some TMP prize on these, man.
Nice. These are very nice templates.
A nice collection.
See, when I first started going to the Golden Orbit fairs, I'd always try and at least pick up the World's Finest.
Is this where you got
Every
these?
time I went.
They're nice.
Yeah.
Duplicate man. He can do double what anyone can. Sorry.
It's 10 cents.
Is that Bill?
Yes, it is. It's just my voice,
God.
not my face.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Bizarro Batman.
That's a really hard one to find. First Bizarro Joker.
And then just a couple more giants to finish off. Though you've seen all of these already because I've just shown them.
No, those are great.
And then, that one.
That's a beaut.
There you go. So some World's Finest.
Nice. That was a nice set.
It's nice.
Those are awesome.
I reckon you got some 50. You got to have 1959 in there.
Hey, Steve.
Greetings, Bill.
Good to see you, buddy.
Nice to see you.
Thank
No,
you. Nice to be seen.
Bill, I'm pleased you're only 1 hour 40 minutes late.
Well, I sold Fantastic 452 today.
Well, you went out and
Okay,
celebrated.
How
It
much-
was a 6.5. I sold it for $1,200, and I got it to buy original art for Blanca's birthday present.
Okay, so what are you buying Blanca for her birthday present?
So I'm buying the Game of Thrones artist for all the covers, John Picasso, who lives here in town. I'm buying a cover piece that he did.
Glucosamine, the waffles for Champ.
They're in the China cabinet.
Oh wait,
China closet.
the waffles are in the China cabinet. I'm sorry.
Just turn it off then.
Oh, Bill, I've muted him.
Yeah. So he's back. but no. So the FF52 is the only comic I've ever gotten. Hi,
Hi, everybody.
My bride.
I'm Mrs. Steve.
Hi. I've got some errands to do today. Post office, and I'm going to help my daughter with laundry.
Yay!
So
That sounds like mom fun.
I'm sure Stephen will help you.
oh,
All the time. I do it here.
he'll be here helping you guys out.
Oh, that's what we want.
She figured you guys needed a lot of help. How you like that?
Especially once I came on board. You know.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas,
Let's just be
everyone.
honest here.
Nice to see you all.
Nice
Great to see you. I'm guessing it's a little colder where you are than it is here in Texas, but she was wearing mittens.
It's in the 40s. It's
That's not bad.
those are compressions because
Oh.
because with arthritis, and then also if you're doing a lot of manual stuff,
Oh, poor thing.
it rights the ship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wertig, are you not suggesting that this panel of 6 people are not hot, virile males?
Well, one of us is. Kidding. But hey, let me get some stuff to show. Hold on a second, guys.
My bride saw me wearing the hat the first time I wore it, and I said, "What do you think?" And she said, "That is not sexy."
No, you see, I am with the missus.
I collected World's Finest. Was the first Golden Age books I bought. I bought a set of World's Best 1 all the way through 25 or 26, and then I took another bite of the apple up into the 60s and up into the 70s. And they were from 4 different collections that my dealer had put together. And when I got rid of my childhood collection that was from 1965 all the way through 1988, I traded the entire thing away with the exception of World's Finest. And then I got all those early World's Finest and then a whole bunch more. So I have a very, very tender spot for World's Finest. And my father had, in my grandparents' house is my story where I was in the basement looking around while they were upstairs talking business. This was in 1960. And I came across the cardboard cover to World's Finest #6, where he's red, white, and blue, and he's shaking hands. They're Batman and Robin and Superman are shaking hands with servicemen. And even in 1960, I was reading comics, and I took the next hour and a half. I went through the basement trying to find the book, and I never could find it. And so then he came down, and he knew I liked World's Finest, and he had from these 3 different collections that he had gotten. He had put together a run of World's Best 1, and then World's Finest #2 on up, and he offered me the whole thing as part of the trade credit I had favorably to trade, because all the silver, the market had swung in 88 very strong towards silver. And he said, "You be wise to take advantage of this because I need that stuff, and I have a lot of Golden Age." that I would be willing to trade with you. And that's how I got started. And it all started with World's Finest. But I don't want to play through on Tempest from Mars because he just showed some beautiful books. But I'm here to tell you I am all about World's Finest because I actually called, I established the dates of publication for all of them for an article in the comic book marketplace that I wrote for, to give every issue the stories, the content, the page count, and when they were first on sale. And back then, now you can just go to Grand Collector's Grand Comics database, and it's right in the heading. But for me, it was, I had to call the copyright office. I had to then send a letter with a certified check. The check had to then clear, and then I'm in line for them to then go into the stacks, put it all together, put it down on paper, and then send it to me. And that's what it was before. I mean, we're so blessed now to just at a glance, something that took me weeks to do, and to try to have them actually physically go into the records to find these dates of publication, because they did it all to protect the titles and the characters and everything back then. So,
Stephen, is there a story of why they changed the title so quickly, the name, from World's Best to World's Finest? Is there a story?
America's Best and other comics, the best. They wanted to. They thought that World's Best was not as strong a title as World's Finest.
No.
And the company, like they always have, they have these insulating companies inside. If you look at the indices of Marvels, it'll say like Vista Publications or something. Yeah. So they compartmentalize each title. So if they're sued, then that entity will be wiped out and the characters won't be wiped out and Marvel won't be wiped out. Now that's a pretty skinny fig leaf, but all of them did this. Leading Comics and World's Finest Comics, the parent company is World's Best Comics. Now I think that it may have been because World's Best was the company that was the company of in the records, in the indicia of record, maybe there was a legal reason they had to change it from World's Best to World's Finest, so that World's Best as a separate entity. I'm not an attorney,
no,
but I play one on television, so that's my.
Steve Mason, Perry's brother.
Steve, which attorney is he playing?
Steve Mason, Perry Mason's brother.
Oh, okay.
Steve Mason. My grandfather was an attorney before he turned into a hotelier. He was, and you almost have to be an attorney in the hotel business.
Right, Bill, have you got anything to show us apart from your face?
Yes, I do. I have some of these.
Oh, that's nice.
And I don't know the numbers,
I love how everyone's collecting Western these days.
Well, you know what? They just pop up because people are like ridding themselves of these, and they're really great comics.
And you're going to read Bad of Baltimore, aren't you?
Well, he's in Texas, so he's the home of the cowboy.
Yeah. Home of the Lone Ranger. He was a Texas Ranger.
Was he? Oh,
yes,
he was. Steve knows this, I bet.
Oh yeah, the story is he survived, and they thought he was dead. He was there with his brother. Everybody got killed except him. And then he donned a mask so they wouldn't know who he was. And then Tonto saved him, actually.
Yes. That's exactly right. And then Tonto saved him.
Is this the first run of Lone Ranger?
Yes.
Well, the first run was actually in the newspapers because it was a strip first.
Yeah,
Correct.
King Features. Beautiful. Look at the color strike of that.
Yep. These are nice, right? That's number 5, I believe.
Hang on, Bill. What the hell was that? That wasn't a Lone Ranger.
No, Battle Report. It was
Farrell.
Farrell. Bullshit publications.
What year are we in here?
50s.
I'm going to
51,
say
50.
April 53.
That's
a great
Korea
cover.
right there.
Yep. Right in the heart of it. And,
No, it was over by then, Bill.
it was over by then, but they were still portraying it in comics,
Absolutely.
and they would for the next 20 years. You know.
Oh, nice. I love that. Yeah, the really great cover. Look at the colors
This
on
is
that.
Atlas, I believe, isn't it, Steve?
Bill,
it's Atlas.
Yeah,
Bill
it's
Bill in the lower right hand corner, you'll see the star and bar.
Yeah.
That was the first comic code that died. Oh, it's a Sid Shores cover too. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Sorry,
Really
wait
good.
a minute. Whoa. Hang on. All sorts of stuff went on there. Right.
Also Atlas.
Show that bottom right-hand corner again. Stephen, what do you mean that's a comic code? That's a thing that died.
It was the code before the code, is what he means. It was the industry's kind of haphazard attempt to preempt the code, as it were. Right, Steve?
I did not know about that. Okay, interesting.
Steve, would you
It's
agree
the
with me on
American
that?
Comic Magazine's publishers. And what happened was after Bill Gaines basically laid an egg in the hearings, there was a move afoot to try and do something to self-regulate, because if the feds came in, it would be over. It would actually have been snuffed out.
Mm-hmm.
So they took a list of all the things that were offensive in the Kefauver Senate hearings, and they all got together, and Bill Gaines was there as well. He actually was one of the guys that saw the writing on the wall, and they all got together, and all of them together determined that basically all the things that made Gaines's company go were the things that were the most offensive, and which was true. And so he said, well, screw this, I'm not going to do it. But all the rest of them, as a fig leaf, put that on to start with, and then they basically got together, and then they came out with the actual comics code. And
Yep.
Alan and I did a show. Alan did the research where we tracked down who the actual people were that were actually setting up the code, and who their offices, and then how long it took for them to be okayed and any changes. And we both came to the feeling that there was probably a representative of the code at DC and at Marvel and etc. and Charlton and what have you. Probably not Dell. But then they would strain it through that person there at their store, and any changes could be made right away, either to script or to art, so that they could be sure that they stayed on the publication schedule.
What's that, Bill?
So this is actually the first American Dragon Ball Z comic, and it's actually worth a lot more than you'd think. It's worth about $250.
Well, your fingerprints all over it, isn't? But there you go.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Terry. I love you. Sorry, Steve. I didn't mean to cuss on your watch.
That's all right.
But
Isn't it Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z. Yes, Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z, you leave me alone.
Hey, Bill, I only said what Darren was thinking. That's right.
Well, yeah, of course you were.
It's Western Hero.
Now, this is a great comic, which I wasn't even aware of till recently.
To bring it closer, I want to see who those four people are at the top.
Okay,
Gabby
so
Hayes.
Gabby Hayes,
Monty
Hopalong
Hale.
Cassidy, it's
Gabby
Monty Hale,
Hayes and
Tom Mix.
I've heard of Gabby Hayes and Hopalong Cassidy. I haven't heard of the other two.
Well, they were minor American.
Not
cowboys.
Tom Mix was
Tom
huge.
Mix wasn't minor. Tom
No.
Mix was a big deal. Monty Hale was he was well known, right, Steve? He wasn't.
Yeah, Monty was in there.
Yeah, but look at that great cover.
I think
it's
when
the
they
earliest,
started singing is when we got to know them over in the UK.
Monty Hale?
No, not them necessarily, but someone like Roy Rogers and people like that.
That's a painted cover, isn't it?
That would be the singing cowboy, who later went on to own the Dodgers. Lyle, good question. Lyle, good question. It's non-existent. I probably have one around here somewhere, but
The only Texan
right
without
now,
a cowboy hat.
that's right. Tom Mix was the OG. Yeah, Tom Mix was the OG. And who else? Whose son went on to entertain everybody? Tex Ritter. His son was John Ritter. And let me see what else I have here.
Mark, can you make me big for just a moment?
Make me big.
Could you make me big for just a moment?
Yeah, make me big. There he is.
I collected movie paper for a while, and I have some beautiful stuff from the 40s and some Oscar-winning ones. I have lobby card sets, Betty Grable, a lot of stone lithographs and things like that. Very beautiful things. I think one of them is right there.
Oh my God! Is that Betty Grable?
No, it's Lola Lane. She's Priscilla Lane's sister, the Lane sisters, but she was in a low end awful. Then I have some lunch boxes, etc. But in any event, there was a find in Winter, South Dakota. And they were vaudeville houses. They were burlesque houses. And then they transitioned to movie houses, which is what basically where movie theaters came from when the movie theaters were able to, when they were penetrating the market. And the studios owned a lot of the theaters. There's a whole thing about it. Anyway, so in Winter, South Dakota, what they did was, if you saw the second Christmas Story where they were offering valuable premiums, they had the Zazu Pitts gravy boat or whatever it was. And so what happened was they had premiums that they would give away at the theaters for them to come in each week. And Tom Mix was a huge, of course, this is in South Dakota. Tom Mix was a huge guy. Very, very popular. The comics, serial. I mean, he had penetration, not like Hoppy. Hoppy had real penetration because the market with television and everything else, he really had a bigger footprint. But Tom Mix was the real quill. And so they gave away, they had a thing, they had a promotion where they gave away linen neckerchiefs.
Oh, wow.
And this is an unissued Tom Mix neckerchief that has that was specifically made for the theaters.
Wow!
And I basically and another two fellas coughed up to buy the whole collection. Much of it was sold. We made our money and kept a bunch of the stuff. Mostly for what I kept it was mostly window cards and lobby cards. But this is absolutely pristine from the 1930s.
Right.
So,
okay. Hang on a minute.
That's 90 years old, in other words.
Right. Okay. So, Stephen, I want to know. Right. So, what always amazes me about you is not only do you have amazing stuff, but you've always know where to find it. So you didn't know you were coming on this show tonight. You didn't know we were going to be talking about Tom Mix. No. And yet, within a couple of seconds, you managed to produce the most amazing Tom Mix memorabilia out of nowhere. How the hell
he plucked it on a shelf in front of him. How the hell
do you do that?
I was waiting for my moment. I had to wait. I had to wait.
He was waiting for his close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Bill, no, and then Bill very kindly did that, and I said, "My God, I can finally show this thing."
Hello.
No, it's again when you that particular find, the lobby cards. Well, actually, hold on a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's got the lobby cards as well.
What does he just sit in that chair and he has a Tom Mix?
I think he does. He's like the Ozymandias of he has television screens in front of him. We're just one.
And he has a Tom Mix scarf sat next to him.
That's right. I have a Hopalong Cassidy covered.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. let me get you back again, Bill. You can stand in. Oh, what have you got now?
This
Oh,
is
that's another
also a
one with-
Western Hero, but that's a Hopalong Cassidy cover.
He's a nice villain. They're
Look
in
at
really
that freaking artwork. Isn't that wonderful?
they're painted
I have to
covers.
tell you, I wish it was worth more, but I really am getting into collecting Western.
Oh, I think I know somebody who might have something to sell.
Oh, yes. I know several, right? Okay, now go back to Steve. Steve's about to show us something great, I'm sure. I feel it in my bones.
In
Make
the
Steve big. Okay.
in the 1930s and 40s, when they when the when the Nazis came in, a lot of the artisans left Germany, and they did these what they called they called them, they had limestone plates that were carved, and they call it stone because it was basically limestone that they used.
Right.
And they would have a series of anywhere from 4 to 6 prints where different colors were then applied to these. Each movie poster is an original. It wasn't "Hello, Bleak." Each original was not. It wasn't like dot lithography. Each one of them was a work of art. Tooker litho, and others like that. And so the colors and everything else, everything is very primary and sometimes duotone, depending upon how they were trying to do this. And so in order to sell the movie coming in, the studios would then send out a package of information to them with the movie. And they would be in these brown paper sleeves, which I have posters in the brown paper sleeves too, that what they did was they had lobby cards, they had window cards, and the window cards were taken around where they would either stamp, they were generic, but they were printed high quality on cardboard, that then they would go around to businesses and put these window cards up to let them know what's coming to the theater, because there ain't no television, I'm telling you that. It was all about going to the theater.
Yep.
So this was there was Lyric, South Dakota, Gregory, South Dakota, and Winter, South Dakota and so these are from the 30s. Here is Stingery with Irene Dunn and Richard Dix and Mary Boland.
Wow.
Andy Devine, Henry Stevenson, Una O'Connor. All of this is a William Wellman, the World War I ace.
So hang on, Stephen. That is an original card that would have gone up in the window of a cinema. Yes.
This would go in the businesses all around, so when people would patronize the businesses.
Okay, yeah, I've got.
And it gives you the dates where it was going to be on Sunday through Monday, June 10th and 11th, and then everything would be packaged up, and then they would send it on to the next theater in the line. And if they wanted to keep it, all they had to do was pay a nickel or something like that, a few pennies, and they could keep them. And so these were left over and just stored, just sitting there. And if you look, this is from the 30s.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And when did you buy those?
I bought these probably in the early 1990s.
Oh, wow. So they were already 60 years old.
Yes, sir. Wow. This is a big one. This is from the
really impressive.
This is from the Ritz in Winter, South Dakota. And this is a big one with Joan Crawford and Clark Gable, beautiful. Dancing Lady.
Fantastic.
Franchot Tone, May Robson again, Winnie Leitner, Fred Astaire, Robert Benchley, and Ted Healy and his Stooges, which were the Three Stooges.
Look at that.
Wow. And look what it says at the bottom.
Fred Astaire couldn't have been must be becoming famous then if he's that low down in the rank there.
Oh yeah, they were. This was before. I mean, this is early. This is when Joan Crawford was, and Clark Gable got second billing to Joan Crawford, right?
Look what it says at the bottom though. No wire hangers. I find that interesting. I'm kidding. That's a joke, Steve. The Joan Crawford joke. Joan Crawford joke.
It doesn't say no wire hangers.
No wire hangers from Mommy Dearest. Wow. I hope someone got that joke. It was a bad joke, but
I got it, Bill. It was.
thank you.
It was bad. Here is Ritz again from Winter, South Dakota. And this was when Wallace Beery and Marie Dressler were doing Tugboat Annie.
Wow. Was
I'm not sure
Wallace
who's-
Beery
I'm not sure
Noah
who's the
Beery's father?
Who's the ugliest in that photo?
Yes, both.
Yeah.
But they were both very, very accomplished, and they were lovable. They were irascible and lovable at the same time.
Wasn't Wallace Beery Noah Beery's father?
Yes.
Okay, so Noah Beery.
No.
played-
Noah Beery Sr. And there was Noah Beery Jr. No,
And
there
Noah
was a
Beery
Noah
Jr.
Beery. He was in A Girl of the Golden West. Had the original Noah Beery. Well, he was a big kind of a burly
Right.
guy. Played a lot of Mexican roles.
And Noah Beery Jr., of course, went on to be Rockford's father on the Rockford Files.
But he was in so many World War II. His movie career is extensive. He was a good actor.
That was towards the end of it. Yeah, exactly.
Here is an Adolf Zucker. This is 1938 from Paramount, and I just thought the colors were so beautiful.
Baloo. It's from the Jungle Story, Baloo.
And they had not stamped the top
That's
yet.
Baloo, not Booloo.
No, why have they not stamped the top?
Because this was before this is how they would come
So it was
to.
before the
it's the
theater
local
stand.
And so then they had a stamp that they would then stamp, like these ones I've been showing you. They would
With the
stamp it
theater
on
name.
for the because this is what everybody got these for promotional purposes from the studio. And this one's from Paramount.
But this one's a virgin. This one hasn't been touched. Except by Steve,
With
of
Clyde
course.
Beatty, they call him Clyde Elliott, director of Bring 'Em Back Alive. Bring 'em back alive. They bring 'em back alive. We don't know why they do it, but they bring 'em back alive.
No, hang on a minute. The only person who's allowed to sing on this channel is Bill.
Sorry. Bring 'em
so-
back alive. Bring 'em back alive. Everybody knows we bring 'em back. I'm just making it up. Sorry.
Wallace Beery, George Raft, and Jackie Cooper.
Boy, what a wonderful,
Fay Ray.
wonderful cover that is.
Was that
Or,
before or
poster
after
that is.
King Kong?
Right, what is going on there? Why is he mincing?
Because no, he's just doing his.
He's
It's sort of the
twerking.
strut. It's the strut.
It's the strut.
That could be Howard
It looks
Chaykin
like
art.
Bad
or
Witches
Howard
and
Chaykin
That
Geeky.
could be
Yeah.
Howard Chaykin art. Yeah.
And Pert Kelton was the gal in Music Man. She was the grandmother of Ronnie Howard, and she's Irish, and she was a great character actress. And of course, Fay Ray ended up with King Kong.
And Jackie Cooper
Is
wound
that,
up being
is that
Perry
one before
White.
King Kong? Steve, is that before King Kong?
No, it would be of the same era. It's early.
Yeah, it's
I was just
before.
saying the art there. That guy, he looks very Howard Chaykin.
But Jackie Cooper, of course, went on to be Perry White.
Well,
in
he
the
also
Superman
went
movie.
on to become Hennessy, and he was the beneficiary when Jackie Coogan got screwed so bad. Uncle Fester got screwed so badly by his parents for all the money he made with Charlie Chaplin that Jackie Cooper was protected, although his parents were not the same way. But he was protected by that, and he was affected by it very deeply because
By
he was a
Coogan's
child
Law.
actor. He was with
Little
Wallace
Rascals?
Beery. No, with Wallace Beery as Kidnapped or Treasure Island and all those
Right.
other ones. But he could cry on cue. He was very good. Here's an Eddie Cantor.
Wow. Hey, everybody, I'm Eddie Cantor. Wow.
So, Stephen, I'm not. We're comic people, not movie poster people. I mean, if I said to you, "I'll give you $50 for that," what would be your response?
Fuck you. Pardon me.
I don't think I would use quite that vernacular.
Sorry.
But I would say to you, I very much appreciate your offer, but I will decline.
I will very rapidly decline. I mean,
Okay, so if I go, I'll give you $500.
Well, then at $500, I'll put it in the mail.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Oh,
So
you found
all right,
the
so
right
it's
amount.
somewhere between
Mark.
$5 and $500. Okay.
Yeah,
They
there's
are
only
not.
100
You can
100
find
times
them.
difference.
You can find them less expensively, but the reason why I like these is because I saw the entire collection. Yeah, so 33. So I think that was after 33. I think this was more like 35 or 37 through there. So this was after, because 33, it was pretty creaky stuff. This is pretty creaky stuff. This is, I think, the only movie from MGM that Bing Crosby ever did, and that's where I'm going to Hollywood. And he's kind of doing he had the Tin Pan Alley thing going. But this is for the Ritz again, and she fell in love with his voice and followed him to Hollywood. Marion Davies, who is a story unto herself, and Bing Crosby in Going Hollywood.
Oh, that's beautiful. Marion Davies is fantastic.
Look how young he looks.
Oh,
What
oh
was it,
yeah.
about 13
Yeah, he
then?
was young at one point.
Bing Crosby looks about 17.
Yeah.
Now
It's
he wasn't
early.
he wasn't always 72 and singing with David Bowie.
Boy, that was a triumph that was.
Well, you know what? Have you ever seen the Will Ferrell John C. Riley remake of that scene where John C. Riley plays Bing Crosby and Will Ferrell plays Bowie? It's freaking hilarious.
These
And-
were
and-
just knocked out for them to
Wow.
put in the windows of places all around town.
Wow.
And then they had one of the ushers or whatever keep a list of where, because this town is not that big.
No,
See?
so presumably these were produced in quite high quantities centrally, and then distributed to individual towns.
across
each
the United
town got
States.
20
Right.
to 50 of them.
Now, the other thing that is intriguing is that if you the posters that were produced, A, B, C, D, E, and where they have the sheets. The one sheet was 11 or whatever it is, 27 by 41, and those posters, they kept them. There was a theater. What they did was they had a string of theaters that they would go to, and so from the warehouse it would go to the first theater on the run, and then they would have maybe 6 or 7 or more theaters that would then follow. So the ones that were the first would have, everything would be brand new when it got to them. And then all of these then were folded up and sent on to the next theater, and then the thumbtacks that they would use to put them into the window boxes, over a period of time the top corners would get all frayed and terrible.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
So the Edmonton, the Royal Theatre in Edmonton, Canada, was the first theater in the string from the main distributors, Paramount, Warner Brothers, MGM, whatever it was. And from the warehouse, they would go to there. Now, this guy at the Royal Theatre liked movie paper, and so he took them, kept them, folded them up, and put them back in their sleeves and stored them in his attic.
Did you buy them
And
from
then
him?
they contact the warehouse, and then they would send a new poster to replace that one to the next house on the string. And this collection was found by Stephen Fischler of Metropolis and a couple other big dogs, and the guy that I knew. And they got all of these posters, and so they call it the Royal Theatre Collection. Wow. And I have a nice stack of these posters from that collection, and they all have just one set of thumbtack holes in them, and they are bright white. They're like the Mile High. They're like the Mile Highs of movie paper. So I have them stored. Many of them I had framed with acid-free everything with Chinese water paste that can be removed, in acid-free and conservation glass with a gold theatrical frame, and I have them around my house. I have a number of them here, but I have some over here behind the boxes. It would be a monumental. But nevertheless, but the paper itself, the stone lithographs, and the charm of these movies and the way they were printed, Naughty Marietta, Rosemarie, To Have and Have Not, Rendezvous, let's see, any number of them that were there. So here is, but back to these window cards. You know, I'm a collector. Anyway, so here is the Ritz.
What?
What?
Collector.
Here is Midnight
my
Mary with
God.
Loretta Young, Richard Cortez, and Francho Tone.
Ricardo Cortez.
And Ricardo Cortez was a big star, and he was in a lot of detective movies and I think that he played one of the I think he played who was it that he played? I can't remember if he played Perry Mason or one of those others. He was a very good actor. And of course, Loretta Young was huge in the day, and she had an illegitimate child with Clark Gable. And then after she had her regular show, her movie career, she was on TV for a while, and then she said, okay, now I'm going to become a nun. And that's what she did.
Right.
So odd.
I'm afraid, Stephen, I've got a message on my phone. We're being sued.
Why?
Well, because of your allegations about the illegitimate child.
Boy, that's a pretty quick phone call.
That was really fast. Yeah. Clark Gable's great grandson is one of the viewers here. I'm kidding. Gable is his name, strangely enough.
One of the big stars. No. I'm not gonna do any more. I'm just gonna show that I have a few more of these. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna let someone else talk. I don't like anyway. Here's the Ritz. Jean Harlow was a big star, and she died of cirrhosis or liver problems that they didn't diagnose. And she was in Hell's Angels and all this other stuff. And Jean Harlow was huge. She had some naked pictures of her that were very notorious, which helped her career.
Right.
But here is Jean Harlow and Clark Gable before Clark Gable had a mustache.
Oh, hold your mad.
Now, my friend has
your
this
man.
in it. This my friend has this. He was one of the guys that coughed up money. Has this in his bathroom.
Oh, when you have to hold your man hood.
Well,
no,
good.
you just hold your man, okay?
Yeah. Well,
Like
yeah,
you play with the girl and you hold your man.
Yeah.
I don't make this stuff up. I'm just hip.
I am loving this, Steve. This is hilarious.
Here is Irene Dunn, who was a wonderful singer and actress. She did a lot of really good movies. I Remember Mama was a great one. Truly one with Barbara Bel Geddes and a star-clad Oscar Homolka. She was in all manner of stuff with Cary Grant. Penny Serenade, which is a terrible tearjerker. But and a lot of these ones where it's My Favorite Wife and all that. Irene Dunn was big. Here is Irene Dunn in This Man Is Mine with Ralph Bellamy, Kay Johnson, Charles Starrett, Sidney Blackmer, Vivian Tobin, who was also blonde, and Louis Mason.
I mean, the graphic design is great, isn't it? It's so of the era.
It has a deco touch to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and
now the chances of you finding stuff like this, although I don't know why you would seek it, but I have this because they were all together in the same place. This is an RKO radio. You can see there all the various MGM and Paramount, RKO, and all that.
Steve, do you know what Eddie Murphy movie Ralph Bellamy was in?
Yeah, it was Trading Places.
Very good. Very good. I knew you'd know that.
he and Don Amici are such rascals, and they were going to
They're-
corner the market on
they're
orange juice.
assholes. Yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
Shall I
Tempest,
stop?
yeah, Tempest is wearing your hat, Bill. He has got.
Oh, he's
hat.
wearing the Bill Cowboy hat. Oh
Yeah.
man, I actually like that hat, Steve. That's nice.
It's very Sheffield.
Very
Sheffield made.
Billfield. Very Tom Baker too. A little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Splat. We've ignored you this evening. Have you got anything to show? Have you got some Dobson comics to show us?
I've got one or two. I spent today, after the sale's over, I spent today sorting out the Dobson stuff, which has been a long time coming, but I finally got my head into it. So I plucked out a few things to try to tempt, especially you and Bill and Tempest. Not so much for Terry. And I didn't think Steve would be here. Maybe Steve will be tempted too, but I've got a few things.
Steve will be tempted, I'm sure.
Well, the cool thing is it can replace Kyle in terms of the American. You and Steve, Bill, can supply the commentary, because I know nothing about comics, so I'll hold it up and you can do the commentary.
Well, you do know something about comics.
The first thing this is one item I'm going to show which is not from Dobson. I just randomly picked this up the other day, thinking it was just some rubbishy old space book.
Oh, what is that?
It's an annual. It's a hardback annual.
It almost looks like Thunderbirds.
Well, I didn't know what it was, so I just had a look. So that's the inside cover.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are great. I gave one of
the
these.
The American Space Program. Oh, wow. Oh, is that Leica?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, now that's straight out of Thunderbirds. Space Ace and the Reign of Death.
So this is it just mixes in comic strips and educational stuff about the space stuff.
Yeah.
But what's cool, what I found cool is that there's an article in this, and this is issued about 1963-64. So there's an article saying, do you think we'll ever go to the moon? And they're speculating, well, maybe. We've got more chance of going to the moon than to Alpha Centauri. And they're talking about that. But then I noticed this. Look who this is by. The company is Atlas.
It's an Atlas one.
Atlas from Great
Which
Britain,
is the same company responsible for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did I get that one? Do I have that one from you? I do, right?
So that's why I just brought that today to show.
Yeah.
That's actually I just grabbed that out of your box. That is in your stack, Bill, because I wanted to demonstrate the Atlas link.
Fantastic.
So it's going back in after the show. Right. So Dobson. I now know how many Western comics I've got in Dobson. It's less than I thought, but I just pulled out a few interesting ones. And Mark, you didn't know about the comic code that's not the comic code, but today would have been your second chance to find out, because look in the corner of that one.
Oh, the upper left hand.
The left.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't got one of those. So you can put that in my pile, just because I want one of those pre-comic code authority comic codes.
Conforms to the comic code. Now,
Johnny Trigger is wanted. I love this stuff.
Mort Leave. It's a bit blurry. Mort Leave is the artist there.
Who's Mort Leave? Steve, do you know Mort Leave?
Yes, I sure do. And he did that beautiful taffy cover where she's skating backward with her groin coming at you.
Oh, wow. That is a great cover.
Yeah, you can put that on my pile, because I want one of those
pre-code codes.
Yeah.
A few random old Westerns.
Oh, that's
nice. Look at who's in the artist box here. Will it go on?
Severin and Elder. Wow.
Severin and Elder.
Will Elder inking Severin. Wow, that's beautiful.
Which Severin?
John Severin, Marie's older brother. Yeah.
So that was a cool one.
And that's That actually ran concurrent with some of his stuff at EC. Jesse James.
Jesse James by Avon.
Ding dong. Oh, different Avon. Sorry.
Anyone calling?
Jesse James calling. Straight Arrow.
Straight Arrow. ME. What's ME?
Modern Enterprises.
Magazine something.
Magazine Enterprises. Sorry. Magazine Enterprises.
Magazine Enterprises. And then your favorite bags. Nice, clear, crystal clear bags. Acid free.
No.
For Steve.
Horrible.
This is exactly as they came from the collection I purchased.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
you
that's
need to-
why they've not been rebagged and bodied.
Best of the West. Magazine Enterprises.
Yeah,
They-
nobody,
they're- So that was just a couple of old
look,
Western-
Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. Take that.
nobody
back.
wants these. Nobody wants these.
Yeah. Well, not
I'll
only
take that
you-
one. I'll take that Best of the West, please.
Oh, Bill wants it.
Yeah, I'll take
Inside
it. It's got
here-
Ghost Rider. I'll take them both. Thank you.
Issue
Bill
7
Pyle,
and
please.
issue 11. Yes, Ghost Rider in both.
That's great.
Okay, Bill. Right.
Thank you.
Set the bag away. Right, so now on to the stuff that I picked out because I thought it was relevant to you guys. I'm trying to hit your shopping list. But Mark, in your IW ones, did you have one of these?
No, that is definitely put that on my list. Yeah, definitely.
Everyone wants a Speedy Rabbit.
It's an IW comic.
So what is IW?
So IW was a guy who
Bought all the rights.
bought a printing company and discovered that he had lots of plates for comics. And he reprinted, he used the plates to reprint the comics. He often didn't have the cover plate and therefore did new covers. Yeah, it's a bit rough, but I haven't got that one. I think that's quite a rare IW.
That's a good one. Yeah, I'd get that if I were you.
Right,
yeah,
so
yeah. I've never.
Oh
why
wow!
is it
Look
called
how white
IW?
look how white the cover is, though. I mean, the paper inside. I mean,
Why is it called IW? I know the answer to this.
It's named after the guy who owned it.
Isidore Wortham.
What's his name?
Isidore Wortham. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
making
it's
it
not
up.
Isidore Wortham.
Israel.
Israel Walden.
He's called Israel. Waldman, yeah, Israel Waldman.
Yeah. Well, Israel Walden.
Which would mean he was very Jewish.
And which means a good Catholic name.
No.
Protestant?
Not like
Gotta
Bill
get that
Field.
focus.
I'm
What?
kidding.
That's not another IW,
This is
is
an
it?
old Dell.
No, that's a Dell. Early Dell.
No Dell.
No,
It's
it's
a
Dell,
Dell
not
Pentaton.
no Dell. That's the guy who created Green Lantern. That was a joke. Sorry, Steve got that, but I'm sure he's groaning.
There's anyone with DT in this, but I thought I don't know whether Tempest you've got offered this one before or this is another one. Mutton Jack.
I'll pass on that one, thanks.
Yeah, it's a bit low grade, mate.
Yeah.
No worries. It's very low grade. The cover's completely detached and all frayed around the edge. But Tempest
Where did
sometimes
Mutt and
goes
Jeff
for that.
go after DC? To Harvey.
Oh, there you go. A quality for you there, Mark.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
it's a bit low grade, isn't it? What grade have you got?
Yeah,
On
it is low.
Yeah, very low grade. So remember, this is the Dobson collection, and he didn't care about grade.
that? No, it's too low.
If
for
he had
me.
a comic, he was happy. So this is more about. The reason I plucked these out is these are the older ones. There's no Marvel or DC in these, apart from the couple I've just shown. But it's just a fun. This is the best of his non-mainstream.
I'll take the Charlton Phantom.
That's nice.
Yeah, put that on my pile, please.
What number is that?
Number
What
20.
number is that? Number 20?
I collect these, but it's a bit low grade.
If nobody else wants it, I'll take it.
Do you know, Mark? This isn't that low grade.
It's too late.
Once that corner's folded,
Steve claimed it.
Oh no, it's
Steve,
got
pretty good.
Give it to Tempest. Give it to Tempest.
Tempest.
Oh
Tempest.
no, there's a bit missing there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not
Tempest is
beautiful. It's not Mark quality, or as we like to say, Mark quality.
Oh, that's nice as well.
Get that, Mark. That's a good one.
That looks.
That
Looks
Ogden
almost
Whitney?
like one of the Alan Glass covers.
Well, it looks like Ogden Whitney. What? Bring the signature.
It is Ogden Whitney.
It is Ogden Whitney.
It's signed right there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
doesn't that guy look like Robert Vaughn, Steve? I think.
Sure does.
Let go of me. You're not my uncle. Wait,
I
what?
mean, it's lowish grade, but put it in my pile. I do collect Forbidden Worlds. I mean, I know you're only charging me.
Then
50
this is rebattered, but I just call it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, it's really nice, but it's really crappy.
Yeah.
Is the cover at least attached on that?
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that.
So that would be one of the Roger Corman movies. Yeah. Do you have any posters from Roger Corman movies, Steve?
I do not.
You don't go that late, do you?
Oh, I like science fiction. I have a Roger Corman print from the early 70s.
Oh wow.
Of him in a spaceship going over the planet Cheerio. It looks like he had Cheerios or something for the craters, you know.
It's a heart smart planet.
Oh, I'll take the early Goofy.
Did you get that, Darren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heroic.
The new Heroic comics, The Boys and the Beast.
There's the star in the bar, so you know it gives you the date of it right there.
Star in the bar.
I think Tempest wants that
star in the
I heard
bar.
a Tempest shout there.
That's 1966.
I'll take that, please.
I actually have that set.
Yeah, I think I've got that one.
Yeah, I've got that one as well.
Bill Pyle. Thank you.
You've got the set of those, have you?
I do indeed. I got them from Harley, and
there
was a fella that was a stickler on color strikes, and so I have. They're absolutely beautiful books. Sometime I'll show. I show too much today as it is.
No, you're fine. You can show more if you want.
Heroic.
Oh, that's beautiful.
When's that from? That must be a Second
Heroic
World War.
Comics was Heroic
It's a 10
Comics.
center.
That wasn't ACG, was it?
You know, that feels really nice and glossy. I hope it's not a reprint.
Aren't they by the same company?
It's not a reprint, I can tell.
Yeah, no one ever reprinted those.
1944.
Oh,
what's the company? What's the company, Splat? Hatfield?
The Eastern Color Printing Company.
Dell.
That's a Dell.
That feels really nice.
Yeah, I'll put that on my pile,
Dell
please.
had some of the highest standards in that era, right, Steve? If I'm not
Absolutely.
mistaken.
Dell books hold up. They're very well made.
They're very well made. I agree.
The cover's thick.
Yeah, put that on my pile, please. That looks really nice.
That's what Marvel never was.
I almost don't want to put them back in the bags.
Agreed. Nor was Charlton.
Charlton's ingredients were good, but their product was problematic.
Yeah.
Their romance stuff is fantastic, Bill.
What's that?
The romance Charltons are fantastic.
Yeah,
they are fantastic. No, I've started collecting those over the last few years. That's
yes, you can put that on my pile, please.
What number
There's a
is
Swamp
that?
Thing.
What number is that?
That's pretty
Darren,
nice.
What number is that?
32.
Never you mind, it's on my pile.
It's sitting in the Mylar.
I think I got about a 5-second delay with people.
I still need a number one I still need a number 1 and a number 2 from that title.
I've never seen that one.
That's gorgeous.
ACG.
Bad spine, but beautiful colors.
Yeah. Look at that red, Steve. Isn't that
Number
great?
8.
Beautiful.
It pushes the characters out. That's amazing.
1950. In fact, that's really interesting. Look at the inside. It's almost as bad as a Charlton. Look at the.
No.
Yeah,
it's
they
not.
use print. They use a typewriter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the Charlton.
Wonky.
Close.
See how badly wonky it is?
It's wonky. Yeah.
But it is Patrol Perilous, so come on.
Did anyone call that?
Dude.
I didn't hear any.
Spy Hunters, America's Unsung Heroes, because they're spies.
Number 10.
Bing Crosby
You know,
cover.
put that
Okay.
one on my pile, Darren.
Tempest wants that one.
The second Spy Hunter, right? Tempest?
The
Yeah.
Tempest Fugit pile, please.
Did you want the first Spy Hunter?
No, I'll just take that second one.
Okay. True Comics 61.
I've got a load of these.
Get that.
I think
that, Mark.
I've already probably got that one.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
got
a nice
I got
one.
Schomburg.
Nice. I might already have that one. I'm not sure though.
You think that's
No, this
Schomburg, do you, Steve?
That is Schomburg. That
Well, I don't
almost
mind
looks
putting
like
it in your
an
pile if you want
EC.
10%. You can
Yeah, if you don't mind, and because I've got a few of those real life ones.
Those are good. Oh, Tempest.
Then I put
You're
these there
eclectic.
for Mark, maybe.
Yeah. I collect Thunder Agent. Put it on my pile, please. It's low grade, but it's fine.
Now, these are rough, Mark.
Yeah. Well, charge me 50p for them. I'll be fine.
That's a nice
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I do collect Thunder Agents. They're not easy to find.
You're
Especially-
kidding me.
No,
They're
If
not
you
rough
put
at
Thunder
all,
Agents,
but
if you Thunder Agents on the American eBay, and as a lot of times you can buy almost the complete set in high grade for reasonable prices. They don't bring a lot.
They didn't get distributed in the UK.
They didn't.
Well, that's why God created eBay, Mark.
Yeah,
That is why.
eBay. Also, what happens is they charge shipping charges across the Atlantic.
Well, if you buy them cheap enough.
Yeah, no, it's true. I do buy in America.
I'll take that.
Um,
I'll take that one. What number is that? Do you know?
Right, Bill, just hold fire, Bill.
Okay.
There's another 7 of them.
Do you want one or more than one?
I'll take them all.
I bought an original owner collection. That's the reprint. I bought the original
reprint?
an original owner collection of Magnus. When eBay first started, they're just gorgeous.
I have most of them, but I don't want to take a chance.
Russ Mannings are amazing,
Oh my God, aren't they?
and Legia Klein is smoking hot.
Yes. These are great.
I think
Bill, I
wants
can
all
stick
of
them
them.
all in your pile and you can reject them later if you want.
Okay, no, yeah, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are great.
No, nice. Are these reprints? Did you say, Steve?
No, that one book was a reprint. That was the last issue.
But
The
it-
kind of
it's-
light, limey green looking one.
But most of these are George Wilson covers, aren't they?
Yes, they
Steve?
are. George Wilson paintings.
Yes.
Fantastic. These are going up in price, you know. The George Wilson stuff is getting really collectible.
Well, because the book came out, I believe. There's a George Wilson book out now.
Oh, is the right?
Yeah.
Okay, that probably explains it.
I like his Turok work.
I do too.
I
But
prefer
his Magnus stuff has always blown me
I prefer
away.
his Dr. Solar stuff.
What about Brain Boy?
Brain Boy.
That was Sparling. That was Sparling, wasn't it?
I'm not quite sure.
I think it was Sparling.
I have
Jack
that
Sparling.
That's a Charlton horror. I got it.
The egg.
Number 12.
Little Harry's going to have a bad day.
Or his parents are. New heroic
I
comics.
think I had one of those earlier. I'll have
ANC.
that one as well. Yeah, well, I think that was the first one I picked up. Was a heroic.
Yeah, pick that up, Mark. That's a good one.
Guys generally didn't carry around air-cooled 30s, but that's cool.
That's true.
These are nice, but oh no. 55 Days in Peking. I presume that's a movie.
Yes, Charlton Heston and Ava Gardner, David Niven, a whole bunch. And that was during the legation, during the Tong Wars, about 1904. And the Marines that are there protecting the American legation came off of USS Oregon.
Okay. A big movie then. Gunfight.
It was a big movie.
No, we don't want Western comics. Put them away.
Oh, come on, you do.
I've got that
is
one.
that?
I've got that one.
What issue is that?
Look at that woman's face. She's so lovely.
Number
Darren, what issue?
36.
Okay. I need a number 5 still if you ever come across one.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. Mark, if you don't have that, that's a good one to pick up.
Yeah, you can put that in my pile. I haven't got that Charlton comic. I don't think we've seen these before, Darren.
Well, the thing is, right, Mark, so there were probably 20 short boxes of Dobson. And as you know, they're all randomly mixed up. So what I've done today is I've gone all the way through all the remaining boxes, split it Marvel, DC, Western, and then everything else. But while I was doing the everything else, I was plucking out things to show tonight.
Right.
And so this is what I consider the most appropriate for this audience. This show.
Program.
That's a British.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's a UK reprint. Who's the publisher?
Well, Mark, I can't believe you didn't know who the publisher is.
It's your mom.
You should know who from my comment.
Oh, and French
right
print.
At the bottom in the middle.
Donald Peters Limited.
L. Miller and Son, printed in France.
L. Miller.
Well, yeah, it's going to be an L. Miller. I'm not a Tarzan person.
I can hear you doing the yell in my head. I don't believe you.
Oh, that is a nice cover. Is that another UK reprint?
It's 6D, it looks like.
This is another Miller France.
Yeah, but that looks like Bern Hogarth to me.
It's square, and no one even knows who Bern Hogarth is.
I do. Steve, I had Bern Hogarth, Dave Stevens, and Frank Miller in my car at the same time.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
1986. It is a French Miller.
Yeah, that one's really nice. I'll take that one, please.
Darren, did you see Greyman said he'll take the Boris Karloff?
I did not.
Greyman's here.
I'm really pleased that Gray is watching you. And Gray, you are very sorely missed, mate. You need to come on the show again because
we love you, Gray.
I miss you.
Computer.
Remember Zor the Mighty?
I'm so mighty.
Now, Steve, these
Superior
are
Comics.
not coverless. These are not, yes, Centurion. Bang on, bang on.
Oh, these coverless things you go on about.
No, they're not coverless. This is how they came.
Yeah, they had newsprint covers.
Right.
The survival rate on this stuff is 0.
Skunky.
It's skunky. It's skunky. I'll take that.
Sorry,
I'll take skunky, please.
That's a sticky label, Steve. Were these sent to UK to be sold, and therefore that's why they've got a 1 shilling sticky label on.
No,
Possibly.
no. They were sent as
Possibly.
ballast. Dr. Mercy. So these are not meant to have covers then?
No, they weren't printed that way. Look at all the information,
No.
the indices, everything's right on there.
Yeah, that is the cover.
So the deal with these is
Newsprint covers.
these are reprints of a comic that had a cover, but these are reprinted
I don't think they
deliberately
all are.
without
I
a
don't
cover.
think they all are,
And
Darren.
in Canada, and they were sent to the UK. Kyle thinks there's promotional materials or
Hey,
ballast.
Kyle.
I still think that there's a chance they might have been sent there, bought by someone in the
agree,
UK
man.
to sell them on. I don't know. Lyle Hobson says, "Get them, Stephen." What's he asking for? These?
Yeah, that stuff, yeah.
Those
They're
are
not-
ones, thank God there are things that I actually don't collect.
Right, exactly. No,
What?
I'm with you on
What?
that.
Hang on a minute. There's something strange has happened. We have found something that Stephen doesn't collect.
Steve, do you collect toys from the
I think it's-
60s?
I collect vintage toys, yes.
Yes. Good
yeah,
man.
no, put that on my pile. I'll definitely take a
Stephen,
double.
do you know what these are?
Stephen doesn't know.
Is that your first one?
Do you know what these are,
Mark?
Steve?
No, I of course it's
I
Teen
know what they
Titans,
are.
but
I didn't talk fast enough.
Double doubles. So what happened?
These
in
are
the
remaindered
Oh, it's a
comics,
Marvel-
no
Marvel.
covers.
Oh, yes. And you never knew what you were going to get in it. So that's a
Yeah,
DC
yeah.
Marvel combine.
So what happened, Stephen, was they ripped off the covers of comics in America when they were, returned from newsstands.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Dr. Egfu or whatever
They
his name is.
then used them as ballast in ships that went into Liverpool. And then
Metal Men
I'll
20.
take that one.
yeah, well, I'm too slow. I'm talking
Sorry.
Steve.
I
So
beat you once.
what they then
Well,
did is they took,
Well, remember that it's not who shouts first.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's like who he
It's
likes the most.
When there is more than one person who wants it, we have a discussion.
Okay.
that's an early
fine.
one. That's the origin of the Flash.
Yeah. So what happened, Stephen, here was all these
In the
American
same
comics would
thing-
come in.
I really do want that one, please.
Yeah, let Bill have it. Or these would come in, and what they do is they just grab
Bill pile.
four random issues
59.
without their covers
Bill pile.
and put them in a comic called Double Double with a new cover.
Strange Adventures.
And you
Wow.
get four random comics.
Bill pile. That was Bill pile. Okay.
What? No.
That's
Bill,
quite
I
a
put
thing
the
that they would take
detective
them.
in
What
Buffalo
would they do
and
for
the National
ballast on the
Guard.
way back?
I'll take that one too. Bill pile, please.
A good question, actually. That's a good question. I hadn't thought about that. We'd probably send. What would we send? I don't
All
know.
the cash that you still owe us from Lend Lease.
Oh,
Another Zor.
No, I think we'd probably send.
Bill.
I have to think
Bill
about
will
this.
be the ballast. They used to send me as ballast on the way back. I'm kidding.
Can I?
Oh,
I can just tell you that despite them being random comics in the double doubles, there is at least one with first appearance of Batgirl in, one with first
of who?
appearance of Scarecrow in, one with first appearance of Poison Ivy in, and
Wow.
one with first appearance of Parasite in.
Are those
wow.
Australians there? Those Phantoms? They look Australian.
They are. Those are
Andrew Frew or whatever.
Oh, look at that. No,
It's
that's
a
a
long-running- long-running
That's a
in
redo of a Cy Berry cover, actually. I believe.
Mark, are you
Cy
able to
Berry-
take
Cy Berry's still
hello off
alive.
the screen?
By the way,
Sorry.
So this is
Cy
in
Berry
Bill's
is still
pile as
alive.
well.
Oh, sorry.
The reason I put it in, I put this in Bill's pile to show you that this is an Australian comic.
Yeah.
It's a 100-pager, and looking at this is the very olden days. Look, two shilling. Look how they put the 100-page thing down the spine.
I love
Right,
that.
that's just
Yeah,
an example. That's in Bill's pile. So I'll go back there in a
in
minute.
the bill pile, please. Thank you.
But the reason that's there is because even in Bill, that came from your pile.
Oh, thank you.
What was ballast needed for?
So
You
the
obviously
reason I
are
put it
very
in to
familiar with
demonstrate
what
this.
happens on the seas.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's my pile. I love that.
That is a nice one.
Yeah, and that's
This
my
is
pile.
modern. This is quite modern.
Oh, is it a reprint?
Look, there's even a barcode on the back.
Okay.
He doesn't want that then.
I don't know if it's a reprint or not.
Well, the
Do you know what? I don't know.
barcode. Yeah.
It just
Barcode.
Yeah, but maybe it's new art and new story. I don't know.
He looks pretty beefy on that cover.
Yeah.
Stephen, what we sent back was a load of irony because we know you guys don't get irony.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh no, we catch the irony. Let me tell you.
We sure do.
I don't know. We know where we got it from
1,
too.
2, 3, 4.
We're living in irony right now.
That's number 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is an annual, which is 212 pages. So did anyone
Phantom
want
Strange?
those?
Oh, Phantom.
Yeah, put them all on my pile and sell them for £10.
Then these Aussie ones, did anyone want those? Tempest, you're normally interested in Aussie stuff, but it doesn't matter if you're not.
I'm not fussed about the Phantom though.
The Ghost Who Walks.
Cool stuff.
Hey, I'll
This
take
is
those.
a really
I'll take
battered
those.
one.
I'll take those, Mark. I'll take those Phantoms.
I actually have that Black Magic.
Do you?
Oh wow, that's an early Simon and
This
Kirby.
is the British edition.
Sorry,
But I have the American,
edition.
the prize comic. I have the
Okay,
prize
nobody
comics
else wants
edition. Yeah.
Wow.
No back cover, so I don't think Aunt Mark will want it.
I would take that if it was in a better condition, but it's in.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, stick it in your pile, Mark. You can have it for free.
Aw,
Okay.
that's
Right,
sweet.
okay. So then I put these in because you guys like horror,
Funny,
and
Lyle.
also
Ha, ha, ha.
because you like NEC. So this is NEC.
Yeah, my pile, please.
Wow, that's good. I would have gotten
Now,
that if I'd been
Mark,
quicker.
Look, that's issue
I'll take
11.
that. I'll take
This is issue
Terology,
10.
please.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
take-
as well.
I'll take
Well,
Terology, please.
hold on. We might need a discussion because there's a lot of them. There's
Yeah, let's discuss
Yeah.
those, okay,
Yeah,
Mark?
I'll take them as well.
We'll have a discussion.
Just to be awkward.
Right. I'm gonna fix this problem.
You're gonna kill me?
Are we being kicked? Being kicked off the stream?
What? Yeah, that's an easy way to fix it.
this is actually a set of
Please.
As
Number
the
3
moderator
to
of
number
this
11.
particular broadcast,
Please,
I'm afraid
let's
that I will
discuss
have
those.
to pull rank on all of you. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't know what
killing
it is
me.
you're selling, mate, but I'll take all of them.
number 3 to number 11. Yeah.
We said discussion already. Discussion.
What
That
discussion
one
do you
looks
want
like
to
it's got an
have?
insert.
Who
It's good to be the boss. It's good to be the king.
It's gonna be whoever pays the most.
It's going to be who controls the channel.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I shall bow out.
Listen,
Bill
if we
won't-
didn't
Bill
have the
no longer on
moderator
the
here, you wouldn't
podcast.
see any
Wait,
of
what?
those. I say we give them all to Mark because it's just that kind of a thing, because we have the privilege of being here with him and with our ions being scattered all over the international scene.
No, I
Now, this
have
is
a
number
feeling
10.
there's a bunch of EC reprints in there, and that's why I want them, because I'm an EC collector. Oh, that's interesting.
That's right. So that's 3 to 11. So whose pile are they going on? Do we have a final answer or not?
Me.
Do it
I'll
off
take
camera.
'em.
I don't want to see any of the blood.
I'll take them. I'll throw Mark some of those.
Give them to Bill, but only if you charge him $100 a book.
No, I'll
Right,
throw
we'll
you some of
start
those.
with Bill and
Mark.
we'll see what happens.
Bill.
You could also split the baby and go half and half.
No, we
whatever
don't
you want.
No,
Whatever you want.
Don't split. But Bill will give me something nice.
I will. I take care of Mark.
I'll take that one.
That's a good one.
Black Hawk number
Steve.
3. Now this has got a really nice spine on it for the 8.
Oh,
that's
Don, look,
gorgeous.
it's an annual.
Yeah, Steve, that's a good one to get, buddy.
This is like a Strato Thorpe and Porter. Not sure which one.
Tempest, that's a good get.
The Black Hawk ones, isn't they?
Oh wow.
Well, Mark's the Black Hawk collector.
Yeah, no. Let
Tempest.
Now, Mark, you got a really nice condition. Justice Traps the Guilty, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Oh, it's another nice one. Yeah, Matt's my pile, please.
That's a good one, Mark.
Number 7.
Justice Traps the
Yeah,
Guilty.
all these Justice Traps the Guilty stuff.
Number 5. Number 2 is not quite as nice. It looks like number 5 is the best by a lot.
Yeah, but they're all quite nice.
Yeah, the editor
Oh, that actually
of
says-
those.
That's Mr. Dobson. Mr. Dobson has written "Peace Off BC," Peace Off back cover.
Yeah, okay, but these are Thorpe and Porter. Yeah, these are Earl Miller. Yeah.
So the editor on that.
No,
if
these
Crime
are
Doesn't
not
Pay,
Miller, I don't
wound up
think.
killing somebody. Just FYI.
Yeah, but
I think this is Strato or
In real
Thorpe and
life.
Porter.
okay.
Do you know what? Oh yes, Thorpe and Porter, and look, there's the bit that he makes Peace Off back
that's
cover, but you can see
cover,
Thorpe and Porter's down there.
Yeah.
Right, so Mark, that one's a bit rough for you, isn't it? Or do you want it or not?
It's a bit rough. Yeah, I'll leave it.
Did anyone else want it while it's in my hands?
No, I'm good. Steve, you Tempest, you want it?
Tempest.
I'll take that one.
Bobby Benson's B-Bar B Riders. What the hell's that?
It's
Oh boy, it was a radio show.
yes, but a popular comic also.
Don Knotts was one of the characters.
He played Farney Bife.
That's it.
You gotta nip it in the bud, Cappy. You gotta nip it in the bud.
Published
in the bud.
by Parkway Publishing. 1951.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Please.
It is a bit rough. Cover's definitely split.
I won't take
In,
it then.
At least.
I'll pass. I have too many
Okay.
split cover books as it is.
Right, Darren, we're going to have to wrap up, I'm afraid. We've been
Oh,
going
look at
through-
that.
Well, Mark,
Yeah.
Mark, I've got.
Mark needs
We're
that
2/3 of the way through the stack. And
Yeah,
after tonight, these are going into storage because I don't have the ability to show them again. And
okay.
this is your
Run,
last chance for
keep
these.
going, then. Keep going.
Keep going.
So that's an Australian Superman.
What the hell
I'll
is
take it.
Yeah.
If Mark does, if you want it, you can have
No,
it.
no, you've got the world's best Australian collection.
I do, dude. It's crazy how I do now. It's kind of
Look
not
at
a
this
knockoff to
absolute
me.
beauty, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark
that's
wants
mine.
it.
That's the Thorpe and Porter. Yeah.
Mark will
That
take
was
it.
being sold for 30 quid.
But it
Wow.
also,
I know-
it also,
I don't know, that's
it, al-
what Rob's
it,
trying to get
it,
for
also
30
it also has come out of his arse. It says arse on it. It's one of his arse comics.
Arse.
Ah!
It's from the assortment.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
These are very
Mark-
nice condition.
Mark,
Very
put that in
nice.
Mark's file.
they look great. Very rare. These are
This
very.
is very nice condition as well.
Oh my goodness.
You
yeah,
want that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
That's
so
a
rare.
good
The
one.
print runs on these really, really low.
Like 3,000.
Yeah.
This is not so
probably.
nice condition.
about
Tempest
3,000.
normally goes for Tomahawk.
I'll have that if nobody else wants it.
Oh, not me. So Tempest.
The Tempest pile.
Right,
The
then there's a
Temp pile.
couple of things that Bill has a Western comics in his stack already. These are extra ones that I found.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Tempest.
The Wyoming
Tempest
Kid
stack.
started in World's Finest.
Say that
Really?
again.
The
Western.
Wyoming Kid started in World's Finest.
Oh, I didn't know that, Steve. Thank you. That's valuable information.
Okay, that's actually got a signature on it. I have no idea if the signature has got anything to do with the art team or whether it's just some guy randomly writing his signature on it.
Probably some random dude.
I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
Does anyone? Okay. Right, now some of these we can go a bit quicker through, but Mark, I've stacked these a little bit for you. This one's really battered, but Carl.
Oh, no,
I
all
like
those.
that, please.
All those. I don't care what condition they're in.
Well, can
You want
can
this?
Yeah. I collect.
I have
Panic
that one,
Plate.
Mark, but I do need some panics. If you have panic number 1, I need it badly. If you have a number 1 in there.
I love Panic. It's
number
very
10.
early. It's very early.
I have one, so that's okay. But if
Is it
you have
Basil
a 1,
Wolverton?
I put this there for you for your Mr. Monsters in case you're interested.
I collect Mr. Monster. I haven't got that.
yeah, pick that up. That's a good one.
Yeah. You know what we like.
Michael T. Gilbert.
Also, Mark,
Yes.
a bit of good girl stuff, maybe.
Well,
Yeah, you want that, Mark.
I've never seen it before, but as long as you charge me £1, yes.
Paula
Quit my
Pell.
Oh, Sheena, yes, another quid.
Sheena is hero.
Yeah, £1, yeah. I'll buy it for £1.
It's not bad for £1.
This is a Vulcan. Now, this is a.
I've got it. I've got Vulcan.
Not sure if that's a number 1 Vulcan.
Live long and prosper.
An early one. I bought this new.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then there was a big stack of Mark stuff that I found in Dobson's.
Oh, Mark wants that.
Yeah. I
Mark will
collect
take that.
Umbrella. I'm not sure I've got that, but I'll have another one.
Depends
Grab
whether
it.
he's got it or not. What's that? I don't know what that is. It's a Mystery Visions. It's some kind of a poster thing. I don't know what it's
No,
from.
that's it. You need
It's
that,
in your
Mark.
pile.
Put that in Mark's pile. Mark's
Okay.
pile.
Yeah. Just put all the Vampirellas there. I've probably got some of them.
But you'll sell the
Of
extras.
Draculon.
These are all
Of
Harris.
Draculon.
Yeah.
Of Draculon.
Yeah.
Anniversary collection.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
Where's the Dave Stevens one?
Harris was the
Classic.
reprinter of all of the Warren stuff.
Yes.
That's right.
They
They got Vampirella after Warren. Yeah, so great.
Great stuff. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
you can. I mean, you can give them. Put all these on my pile, 'cause even
He's
if I
drinking a
don't,
plasma martini there.
even if I don't want these for my
Those are
PC,
great.
I can resell these.
Oh, look at
That's
that,
a great
Mark.
one. That's
Mark,
a great
that's a good
cover.
one.
Look at
No,
that
I've
for
got
a
it.
cover.
That's a great cover.
I don't like the green.
You just turn it around and use that one instead then.
Okay,
You don't like the green? Really?
no,
think
I
the
don't
green
like
looks-
green.
I love green
Pin-up
covers.
special.
I do too. Must be an American thing, Steve.
Well, we're so used to red and yellow. It's so nice to have a break.
I think you've already shown that one. All the Vampirellas I'll take as long as the price.
Just save
As
everybody
long as-
some
as long
time.
as you
These
give-
must be multiple copies then.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, but I
I'll
can
take
sell
them.
these. I can sell.
Well, that's
these.
number one.
Yeah.
Darren,
Oh,
this is all price sensitive. I can resell this stuff on.
Oh, look at
whatnot.
that Savage Tales with. Wow, that's interesting.
She's giving good head there.
Art.
She's being drawn in quarterly there. That was a bad joke. Sorry.
I mean,
Vampirella Shadowhawk.
I mean, I can resell Vampirella, but the price has to be right.
He'll give you a good price. What works? Oh, who cares
Photos.
about those crossovers?
What's that actress's name?
Is that Julie Strain?
Julie Strain. That's the one.
Oh, I thought it was Brink Stevens.
No.
Julie just died recently.
Did she?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Who was she married to who was very famous in comics?
Well, Brink Stevens was married to Dave Stevens.
Right, but the other girl was married to Kevin Eastman for a while. Julie Strain.
I sat with Dave Stevens for a long, long afternoon at a con that was not well attended, and he was telling me, Steve, never marry a beautiful woman. I didn't listen to his advice, but he said that all they care about is how they look, and if they look right or if they're too heavy, if their face isn't right.
Yep.
He said it's an ongoing problem. He says it just, and of course he's married to Brink Stevens. But
I'll take that one. I'll take that. Is that a reprint?
Has to be.
Has to be.
Bound to be, yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's a reprint of some kind or another, but it's an old reprint if it is one. 1974.
Yeah, I don't need
Yeah,
that.
I would say that is a reprint.
That is a reprint.
Mhm.
At least they didn't bother
And that's
putting
like
color on it. That's
hard
good.
cover, stiff card.
Is that the one with all the Kirby art, Steve?
I don't think so. I didn't know that Kirby did Captain Marvel.
Kirby only did one. He did that one, I think. He did one of those. Yeah, he only did one though. Oh, I like that. These are all
Put
reprints.
that on
which
my
are
pile.
beautiful.
I know what these are.
Are they
These,
reprints?
yeah, they're all reprints. There was a guy in the States.
What are they?
Macro Boy.
Yeah, there's a mine. No, it wasn't. The Macro Boy was the cover
You know
artist.
when
Yeah,
Roger-
and again, these are all reprints, but they're actually reasonably expensive reprints.
I love right next to Bullet Man's leg. Splat, if you look right next to Bullet Man's leg, there's an expression on a lot of those covers, and it says, "Be an American." I love it. That's during the war. Be an American. It was a big thing. Important.
Can't quite get into focus.
We had to stick around long enough to pull Britain's ashes out of the fire.
What?
Can't
Thank
quite
you
get
for
into
that.
focus.
Yeah.
Right, so those were 3 of them went on to Mark's and that one going on to Bill's, right?
We stabilized your market after the First World War by melting silver dollars that we had 6 million of. Or excuse me, maybe it was 12 million. 6 million.
My pile.
Was that Mark
my
saying
pile.
my pile?
Yes.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Now,
Yeah.
this
Very
one is a
cute.
bit rough, Mark. In fact, it's quite rough.
I don't care. It's very early.
Cute cover.
Oh, I've just picked up a Magic Comics. Yeah, no, I'll take that one. I know it's very rough. So you'll only charge me 50p for it.
Isn't it nice?
I like your
Isn't it
logic.
nice?
Yes,
Because Mark prices them for you as you go. You don't even
Yeah.
have to do anything.
Yeah, he
Mark
doesn't
takes
price
care
the
of it
prices
all.
I like.
This is excellent. This is how I like to buy comics, Stephen. So, Pep. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Put that on my pile. I can sell that.
This is a British edition annual
Yeah,
by Gerald G. Swan.
yeah, very rare. Put that on my pile. That is really rare. That is a British Archie, non-existent.
Except I've got this as well, which is the same thing.
Yeah, same. Put I definitely on my pile.
The spines. Look how white those. My
Yeah,
God,
they're
those
really
are
great.
those are
Those
stunning.
those are great. Those are the type of thing I might try and sell in the States because Archie collectors will never have seen those.
I didn't even heard of them.
No.
Yes, please.
Australian.
Yeah. Tempest wants to climax.
Don't we all?
This is a Pence Tom and Jerry Pence variant Dell comic.
Wow, that's rare. Yes,
Look at
please.
the edges on that.
That's really good. Yes, please. Those Dell.
Yeah, this one looks nice.
Those Dell Pence copies are very limited. They only did them for about 2 years.
Wow, that is a stunner.
This is nice. It is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah.
That is.
And it has, and of course, it has
You know
MGM
what?
down at the bottom to identify the characters. You see,
Holy shit.
the lion.
Do you know what? That's a very fine. It
22.
At the top. No, it's not fold. It's good. That's what it looks like inside. That's a beauty.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Nearly there now. Probably got 20 more items to show.
Go quick, because I'm my bedtime.
I'm going as quick as I can.
Mark, are you retired?
This is a bit dirty, a bit dirty, but it was there for the good girl.
Well, if you're retired, you don't have a bedtime. What are you talking about?
You want that, or you've got that?
I've got it. I'm just considering how to phrase my response to Mr. Gentner.
Oh boy, I can't wait. Do you know I actually have that?
That's interesting.
I actually have that
put
book.
that on my pile, please. It's very nice. It's a VG, but it's
1950. Stories inside Black Tarantula, Blue Beetle, Jungle Joe, My Story.
There was variation on what they put underneath that cover too.
Ah.
Oh, I haven't got that one. Yes, my pile, please.
Number 39.
Yeah, I haven't got it. I have got that one. I think I've got about 3 copies of that one.
What you got?
Number 27.
Is that a
Look,
UK
there's the code that's not a code.
Oh, it's a code that's not a code. I've already bought one.
That's got to be 1950s. 1951, that one. Charlton, this one's interesting. It's quite a fat one. It's got like it's square bound.
All right. Oh,
this is number 20.
I'll take it.
Joan Davis
And
was
that came from Valley Comics.
Gail Storm was my little Margie. She was unfortunately a dipsomaniacal woman.
A dipsomaniacal woman. Does that mean she was
dipsomaniacal, drunk.
Miller. This is a Miller square bound, like an Alan Class.
I would buy that, except I've already got 2 copies of it. It's a really nice one.
Voodoo is a hoodoo.
Tempest, you should take that.
Believe it or not, Mark, I've got that one as well.
Okay.
Must have been a high print run.
Fighting Marines, square bound, 100 pages.
I think you sold me one of these before. I think I've got that one. And
that
Kyle,
looks nice.
Kyle that was set up.
Say again, Mark. I didn't catch that last comment.
So I think I've got the Iwo Jima copy of that, and Kyle tells me Iwo Jima was a setup.
Oh, right. Right, here's something.
What, you mean the picture was a setup?
Pretty freaking nice.
Yes.
Yes, that was the second picture. And the reason they took a second was that the flag they had was too small. They wanted to be sure that it could be seen, so they had to secure a larger flag. They found a length of pipe, and then they put it up on that so that it could be seen, because all the guys were still fighting, because the fighting was still going on.
Okay.
The sand on Iwo Jima is black.
That's a lovely book, that is. Charlton, 25-cent, 100-pager. Oh, Mark, then we've got 3D, Robotech.
Yes. 3D. It's a 3D. I need 3Ds.
3D DN Agents.
Yes, I haven't got that either. Where did you get these 3Ds from?
Oh, baby. 3D Miracle Man.
I've got it. I've got that one.
Grey Man says he'll take that attack comic, Darren.
Who says he wants the attack?
Grey Man says he'll take it.
Grey Man. Great. That it will be pricey, Grey. That one will. Right, those ones go there. Put a Rocketeer in case it was of interest to anyone.
I've got it.
Because it's Dave Stevens. Look, Dave Stevens. Then there was this weird thing that Steve will know about.
Scary. My father, I said, Dad, they're gonna blow up.
War.
They're gonna blow up Portland. And he lowered the newspaper. He says, Stephen, you don't have to worry about them bombing Portland. I said, why is that? He says, well, first of all, they want the port in storm. They want the port intact. So they'll just drop the bombs somewhere down near the coast and it'll let the radioactive stuff flow inland. And we'll all die from that so that they can get the port intact. So don't worry about it. And he went ahead and started rereading the paper. I went, ah!
I'll take the Katie Keene.
Mark, that was a potential for you.
Yeah, Katie Keene, yeah.
You want it?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more items left for Mark. 3D.
I've got it. I've got it.
Wow. Last one. 3D.
I haven't got that. I'll take it.
And that's it. I'm done.
Excellent. Right, guys.
Now that was a very impressive because out of 3 stacks, that's what's left.
Well, you know what we like, mate. Right. So, guys, thank you very much for tonight. We have been live for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We've probably got about 6 viewers. I will do some highlights.
Was a few of those items? Was it a few of those items even interesting to Steve? The Steve in the States?
No, thank you very much. They're fun to look at, though.
No, not to sell. Not to sell. I mean, for curiosity.
No, that's okay. Thank you. It was fun. It's fun to see.
No, not Steve. I'm not planning to send you. I'm saying, was it interesting to see them?
Yes, very, very much so. I'm not that familiar with L. Miller and all the other ones. I think Australian comic books and British books are very interesting indeed.
Right. So we're going to wrap up. Guys, thank you very much for joining tonight. Thank you very much to Splat. Thank you very much to Tempest. Thank you very much to Terry, who's gone. And thank you to Bill, who appeared and disappeared. And to everybody in the chat, Big Lyle, who I think has been watching us for quite a long time. Matt Lights Comics was here for a bit. Silver Knight Kyle. And Grey Man, Grey Man, we want you to come back and actually appear on the show at some stage. That is it for tonight. We'll be back next week talking about comics and other stuff. So see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.